Welcome to the channel of PACIFIC414. Show us this loyalty. Throw yourself onto the subscribe button and submit yourself to the live streams, gaming streams, and so much more. Pathetic earthlings, I command you.
Gorlok hungry!
Warning, due to adult language and humor, the following content may not be suitable for any viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following live stream or video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others. Thank you.
Sigma Dorset! Sigma Dorset! Sigma Dorset! Sigma...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to PACIFIC414 Pop Talk, along with Baron Orman Tagge, or this evening, Gorlok! Me, Gorlok, want to eat something!
Me.
I am your host, Mike. So Baron, what happens when Gorlok meets me, Grimlock?
Oh, that'd be interesting. Grimlock would be in.
But anyways, tonight, yes, we are going to talk about some pop culture news, but we are also going to talk about this channel reaching 400 subscribers. However, I didn't do this alone. Yes, I'm the one who began the channel. I'm the one that has to think of what kind of streams I'm going to do, what kind of videos I'm going to do. But I did not do this alone. I had help along the way from each and every one of you. I had help from these folks whose links I will be putting into the stream here shortly. I just have to grab them all. So give me a second to do that. But I had help, just like a lot of YouTubers have help. And how do we get help? It's from people finding the streams, whatever it is you're doing, whether it was when I started doing this channel, doing the box score and recapping each and every Cub game that I was watching. And, you know, when I started doing the box score 4 years ago, and now with it being in its 5th season, I was trying to recap each and every game. And I got to admit, even when they were winning, even when they were losing, it was still burning me out because I was trying to keep up with everything that was going on. But that's how the channel started. And then I started doing game streams on the channel. And from the game streams, there was something called Friday Night Frontiers with Chaos. You all know him as TKO. And of course, Friday Night Frontiers became Saturday Night Frontiers because of schedules. And then Sunday Night Frontiers because of schedules. But we ended up doing that. And of course, I started off with PACIFIC414 episode reviews. And the first show I was reviewing was season 1 of The Mandalorian. And from episode review came movie review.
And actually, I do, as a surprise, I do have his first review right here. He doesn't even know I did this, but this is in celebration of his 400th subscribers. This is his first review.
It stinks.
There it was.
But of course, now episode review and movie review at the beginning of this year, I decided to make them part of Pop Talk. It just seemed appropriate to have a review for a TV show that I've been watching or a review for a movie I've been watching, part of Pop Talk. And of course, it'll be 2 years in August that Pacific 414 Pop Talk began, because I was inspired by the likes of Stone Loki. I was inspired by the likes of Doomcock. I was inspired by the likes of Nerdrotic, Ethan Van Sciver. Even still being inspired by guys like 24 Fusion Media and, Vigilante Williamson and Pat Steven Seagal, coming by and watching Captain Trek do his, morning brew. That inspires me to see all these different people come onto this platform and give their own points of view on things, have their own type of shows. Some shows, can get a little chaotic. Like, I'll admit, Pop Talk does get a little chaotic. Okay, more than a little, I'll admit it. But you like to have fun, right? So you go to the channels where they're having fun. They're having a good time. They're having a good laugh. It's like going down to your local bar or local restaurant where everybody knows each other, and just, telling stories about your day at work, or just telling stories about things you've experienced in the past. And I couldn't have done this without you, because I've mentioned this before, that when I started this channel, I thought specifically, starting off originally just talking about the Cubs, I would only get 2 subscribers. I didn't have high goals for myself. And honestly, I've got to admit, even though at the beginning of the year I set a goal for 1,000 subscribers, I've gotten to the point where whether I reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year or not doesn't matter. What matters is coming on here each and every live stream, whether it's a game, whether it's me recapping a baseball game, whether it's Pop Talk, whether it's just a random stream where we just come on here and, we shoot the breeze, and just, it's like we're sitting around the table just having a good time. Whatever it is, just have a good time. And don't take it so seriously. Yes, I'll admit, there are times during a game stream I am very serious when I'm playing the game, and I do get quiet when I'm playing a game, especially when it's at a part where I feel I need to concentrate, especially in a boss fight, where, and Baron, you can attest to this, I'm dying over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But I still do it. And, being serious when the Cubs are screwing up. If you've been around long enough and you've heard one of my recaps, I don't like it when they lose. I don't like it when I'm seeing them make mistakes. Yes, I'll give Whoopa Troopa a hard time for being a Cardinal fan, me being a Cub fan. But you know what? We have a good friendship. And that's what matters most, is our good friendship. I'm looking at all the names in the chat right now before I put out the links for everybody. I'm looking at Gap After Dark. Yeah, the Rancor ran. If you guys missed my Jedi Fallen Order, it was during the part 3 of the gameplay. Gosh, that game was just ticking me off, where I started going on a curse-filled rant because of the way the game's so buggy. But, Gap After Dark, Alan Copeland, he's been a big supporter of the channel from the beginning. Tripping Orc has been a supporter of the channel. Captain Fandom Nerd was one of the first guests I had on Pop Talk. And of course, Crit, we've become good friends meeting Crit over on the Star Wars Guys channel, doing Tuesday Night Trek. He's become good friends. We've had great conversations off stream, and we have our different points of view. We do have our different points of view. However, we don't let that get in the way of a friendship. You can't. And as I scroll up to look for more names, Low Spec was one of the earlier subscribers to the channel, and I appreciate that. And of course, let's talk about Mr. Orman Tagge.
What about him?
Mr. Orman Tagge is like a brother to me. I know if I wanted to, I could do Pop Talk by myself, but Baron, you've earned my trust. And you've become a great friend, and we've both talked off stream many times. And no, we don't always have goofy conversations. We get very serious.
Mm-hmm.
But Baron, I'm very appreciative to have met you. And you guys want to know where I met Baron for the first time? It was on a member stream for Doomcock. That's where I first met him. And I was listening to him and thinking, this guy knows a lot. And, you start seeing each other other places, but always the member streams. So you start talking. And before you know it, you develop a friendship. You say, hey, you want to come on? Or you get a DM, as Baron did for, I believe it was my 100 subscribers stream, or maybe it was one of my other streams, that you had asked if you could come on. I said, sure.
I pushed my way
in. I don't ever think it was that, Baron. I think what it was meant to be. I think it was meant to be for us to become friends, to meet Cash also doing Tuesday Night Trek on the Star Wars Guys, to become friends. And that, all that for you, Baron, to also be on Tuesday Night Trek, for me to be on Tuesday Night Trek, for Cash to be on Tuesday Night Trek, it's because of Paul, but it's also because of the Nerdtorial life form. Brian has been a great supporter of the channel. He's always managed to stop by, maybe not every stream, because you know how we all get busy. We all have our own lives. So we have things that we have to do. But he always tries to stop by the stream when he can. And I appreciate that. And, he's been a great supporter of the channel. And like I've already mentioned, Fat Steven, he's been a great supporter of the channel. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put in the links to their channels into the chat.
Now Gorlock is sad he eat Baron for bed, but tasty.
Who knows, Gorlock? He might give you heartburn.
Very fatty. Very fatty.
Or he might burst out you like you're an alien. Hello, baby. Oh, wait, that's Spaceballs.
Yeah, that is.
All right, so let me get a few more. But, I don't ever think that we do this alone when we're on YouTube. Because we don't. Yeah, again, we put out the videos, we put out the live streams, and there are times we're by ourselves. There are many times we're by ourselves, just talking into the microphone, hoping that maybe somebody will stop by and see it. But it takes, a village. It really does. You have to take one boulder, one rock at a time and lay the foundation. Like Loki says. I know I'm mentioning Loki, but he is a very very good at what he does. And if you've never seen any of his YouTube talks, you're missing out. You're missing out because he covers a wide variety of subjects related to YouTube. And you know, there's so many other people I want to mention, like Troy Pacelli. Watched Friday Night's Last Call with Troy, Age Boomer, and Netter. They do a great show. Yeah, I'm shouting other people out because these are also the same people that have not only been on the channel, but they've also supported the channel. They've, you know, at random will say, subscribe to so and so. You know, everybody's link is in the chat. Who's here in the chat is what some of them will say. And I think that's great because, as Orville Nation says, we grow together. And it's true, we do grow together. And we got a smartass. Yeah, I'm calling you a smartass. He's saying, how can you have an open panel when there's no link? This is where Mike talks for a little bit before he invites everybody on.
Can Gorlock eat Cap? Hungry I am.
I don't know. I don't know, Gorlock. Hey, Gap, could you let Gorlock know if you're, meeting Gorlock's daily requirements of nutrients? But, I'm not going to say doing YouTube's easy. I don't think it's easy. And the reason for that is because when you put out a live stream or a video, you can't expect it to just get views right away, get likes right away. It takes time. It depends on the subject matter that you're covering. It also depends on your title. It also depends on your thumbnail. But it also depends on your personality too. And every time I come on here, I give you me. It's the same me that you would get if you encountered me on the street. So if you see me after a Cubs loss and I'm in a grumpy mood, well, it's because I'm still looking back at that game going, there was that one inning. They had the bases loaded, no outs, and they couldn't cash in. Or when you hear me, and Gap can attest to this, during that Rancor fight, when I'm going on a rant. I hadn't gone on a rant like that in a long time. The peanut gallery, known as Baron Orman Tagge. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I hadn't gone on a rant like that in a long time. And I kept telling myself, no, you're going to beat this. You're going to beat this part. So I took a break, went and did something else in the game, then came back, and eventually I did beat it. And there is beautiful beam footage that you can watch if you watch part 3. And I do want to say hello to DJ Ronnie G, who says 1K coming soon. Well, here's how I look at it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, oh well. The main point is still have fun. Still enjoy what I'm doing. And that's what I intend to do. And I want to say hello to Jason Fox. And he's waving. He's waving with a pink hand, folks. So, I know some people will say, why are you starting off with this story? But I think it's important that we talk about someone who was a legend. Her music will be heard for many years to come. She was a great entertainer, and we're all going to miss her. The queen of rock and roll herself. She was simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. And that's as much as I'll say to avoid a copyright claim.
because we don't need another hero.
No, she was a hero to many. She will always be a legend. But, folks, we have lost a rock and roll legend in Miss Tina Turner. As you can see here by the headline from Deadline, Tina Turner dies. Legendary rock and soul singer was 83. This one's tough. This one is tough. And I don't think I need to explain why this one is particularly tough. It's because of who she is. A legend. So, Tina Turner dies. Legendary rock and soul singer was 83. Tina Turner, known as the Queen of Rock and Roll for her blistering performances and powerfully gritty vocals, died today after a long illness at her home in, oh gosh, I am not going to be able to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to say Switzerland.
Yeah,
she was 83.
That's what that's been near Zurich.
With her, the world loses a music legend, a role model. Her UK spokesperson, Bernard Doherty, said in a statement, born Anna Mae Bullock on November 26, 1939, in Nutbush, Tennessee, Turner became famous in the late 1960s as the singer of the Ike and Tina Turner Revue.
Mm-hmm.
After leaving husband Ike Turner following years of physical and emotional abuse, she staged what remains one of the greatest comebacks in pop music history, scoring massive hits in the 1980s such as What's Love Got to Do with It, Private Dancer, The Best. With more than 180 million albums sold, 12 Grammy Awards won, and sold-out stadium tours around the world, her life story was told. In the 1993 smash hit film What's Love Got to Do with It?
Mm-hmm. I remember that movie.
Me too. In 2021, Broadway musical Tina, the Tina Turner musical. A private funeral ceremony is expected for family and close friends. And it says her spokesman said further press inquiries will not be answered. So, and I know I got a little choked up there. And the reason why is because my late mother loved Tina Turner. So I grew up listening to Tina Turner. So that's why I said this one, it hits a little hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that it hurts.
And of course, in the pop culture world, she even has that nerd cred. She was in Mad Max 3, the Beyond Thunderdome. We don't need the hero singing that song in there. I think she had another one she put in there. It's been a while since I've seen Thunderdome.
Oh gosh, we should do a watch party of that sometime.
Yeah, Auntie Entity, I believe it was. And then you have Master Blaster. That's kind of like Crit and Cash. Master Blaster.
All right, so
but yeah, I mean, she had that. Proud Mary was one of the big hits that she and Ike did. But of course, we found out what type of scumbag he was, and he died about almost 2 decades ago, almost. So,
yeah,
and he was a popular even by himself rock and roller. But of course, where he needed to say his flame died out, hers just shot up like you can't believe in the 80s. It was she was made for MTV. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, MTV back in the 80s when they actually showed music videos.
Mm-hmm. And the energy that you could see, you could hear the energy with the voice on radio or desk or LP, cassette, doesn't matter. You could hear that energy. But then you could see it on MTV when she's doing her music videos. It's like, whoa, what's this woman? Wow, she's got great legs. Everybody was talking about her legs.
Yeah. And in this article, they mentioned the musical that's based on her. Well, my mom and sister would listen to that. And the girls that they got to, act as Tina Turner in that musical, damn if they didn't sound almost like her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've lost a legend.
Yeah.
And there honestly won't be another performer like her. Not in our lifetime.
No, not with the way the music industry changes awfully fast. Now it's the auto-tune wonders out there that we have. We don't have that, that raw energy with the voice. It's like, oh, we'll just auto-tune it and just whatever it is. Lizzo, forget you, Lizzo. You think you're talented? No.
I mean, some of the music I've listened to, not only is it auto-tuned, but it's all nasally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I suppose to a certain generation that is music.
Mm-hmm.
But for me,
No.
Tina Turner is part of the soundtrack of my generation,
Mm-hmm.
your generation. And there will never be anyone like her. And I have put the invite link out into the chat for anybody who wishes to join. And I will go ahead and pin that to the top. And let's just have fun during this stream. Let's just have fun because I do have something I do want to talk about. And hello, Jet Sparks. How are you doing?
Hello, Pacific. Hello, Baron or Destroyer.
Gorlock hungry.
Or Gorlock the Destroyer. How are you? Congrats on 400 subs, man. Sorry, I had to put my shades on for this one. And before I came in here, I got these just for this occasion because I had a little snack attack.
Nice.
That's all. Thank you. I'm gonna change out. I can't see anything in these shades I got. Give me a second. Let me swap out my other lenses for the one thing that people will obviously don't want to associate and probably makes most ladies run away in fear. Oh no, he put on his real glasses.
Nah, I don't think ladies run in fear, brother. You're going to come across a young lady who's going to see you and she's going to want to get to know you.
Gorlock has friends.
Yeah,
but they're bigger than me.
Yeah, she's probably gonna. Yeah, but if I got money, she's probably gonna want to get to know that.
Don't even look at it like that. Don't even look at it like that. Think positive. That there's going to be someone who's going to come across your path. You're going to meet, and there's going to be something that's going to click. You don't know when it's going to happen, but it can very well happen.
If I can get married twice, anybody can get married once.
Captain Phantom Nerd!
And greetings, Captain. Welcome aboard.
Nerd.
Thank you.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I can't complain. So, do you guys have any thoughts on Tina Turner?
Wow.
We lost a legend.
Absolute legend. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm younger. I'm probably the youngest person here, but even I know who she was. And again, also because I think my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was a fan. She liked her music, definitely. So, and that's the whole thing, though. And anyone who's a Bond fan is probably mourning her because even before I came on here, I was listening to the theme song for GoldenEye. Mm-hmm. And dang, again, that woman's voice was so powerful, and like you said, Baron, most artists nowadays, yeah, most of their stuff is usually just auto tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Billie Eilish.
Well, I mean, like someone once said that if you had Janis Joplin today, they would never give her a chance because she doesn't look good. She's not good enough looking. But what voice?
Yes. Yeah, it's all about how pretty you look. They don't care, regardless of what your talent. It's the same thing with that chick who was in that lady who was pretty, but she could not sing from Singing in the Rain. It's kind of like that now. It's like everywhere, right?
Now they just use auto tune and
yeah. Like I said, they use auto. They use auto tune. They don't care. Again, the lady can't sing, and that's why they use auto tune to try to give the illusion that they can sing when they obviously can't.
They don't even care enough to do lip syncing like Milli Vanilli. Let's just put it that way.
Or in the case of Ashley Simpson, who basically failed at lip syncing and tried to cover her tracks with it on SNL back in 2000, back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that episode of SNL where it was time for her to sing. They're playing the song. She just starts dancing. It's like, no. That wasn't why they asked you to come on.
Yeah, she claims sabotage. And, she might be right because he might have been, what are you doing? Especially when you have a live band.
I think same thing with that show, Lip Sync Battle. Get a bunch of get two random celebrities, pit them against each other, and have them just sing and just have them lip sync to popular songs, old and new.
I mean, heck, they might as well just have people come up there and do karaoke.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Lip Sync Battle was karaoke without the karaoke.
But yeah, Tina Turner, we're gonna miss her. I know I will.
Yeah, I mean, need to say we hadn't really seen much of her these last few years, but obviously, 83 years old, well-deserved retirement, and sadly, it sounds like she was ill for quite a time with that. So,
yeah, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And Trippy Nork says young people don't even care if the people they listen to are talented or not.
No,
that's true.
Exactly. Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande.
And I want to say hello to Raquel SSG. How are you doing, Raquel? Good to see you. The link is pinned to the top, so if anyone wishes to join the panel, you're more than welcome to. So there was something I did want to talk about tonight. And it's about a game that I started playing yesterday. And that game, it brought a smile to my face. Why? Because for that game, the developers put more heart and soul into making this particular game more than anyone from the movie division of Paramount or the television division of CBS have put into this particular franchise in many years. This game made me feel like I was watching Gene Roddenberry Star Trek, playing Gene Roddenberry inspired Star Trek. This game is Star Trek Resurgence. And it takes place just after the Dominion War. But I tell you, for a Telltale game, and if you've never played a Telltale game, they're usually games where you go through the game and your character's given some choices as far as what path this character is going to take for the particular story. And in this game, they did their homework. It's like the developers actually sat down and didn't just watch one episode of Star Trek, but watch multiple episodes of Star Trek so they could get the feel of what a Star Trek story is supposed to be. And this game so far is doing a wonderful job at telling a Gene Roddenberry type story where you have the A plot and the B plot and how it's slowly but surely coming together. You have two characters that you play as during the course of this game. Commander Ryder, who is just transferred over to this starship called the Resolute, which is a Centaur class. And you have Carter Diaz, who's a petty officer in the engineering division. And you basically go through the game and you're trying to bring these two people together. You're trying to keep them from the brink of war. And I tell you, I'm enjoying this game. This one game, is doing more for Star Trek than anything from Kurtzman. Anything that we've seen in Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which released a new trailer today, and I just rolled my eyes thinking, this isn't Star Trek. This is not Star Trek. Acting goofy and acting unprofessional, that's not Star Trek. And, Star Trek Picard. Yeah, Star Trek Picard this season did have some moments. However, not moments like this in Star Trek Resurgence, where you're actually getting to know who these characters are. And I got a feeling something's going to happen along the course of the game that you're either going to lose an NPC that you've actually gotten to know and that you're actually caring about, or you're going to lose one of these characters that you're playing as. That's just the feeling I got.
And I do want to do the intro here for someone.
This is Patrick
Alrighty.
Stewart, and I always watch Pop Talk with PACIFIC414. This is Patrick Stewart, and I wish to tell Phil McCracken that I hate him also.
There we go.
Well,
I did the right one. Oh.
Well, you know what? We don't actually hate you, Phil. You've been a great support of the channel, and everybody, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Phil's channel. It's called Release McCracken.
I'm here because Cash Money isn't.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Now, is he at the bank? Is he washing dishes, or did he go to Whole Market to get his kale?
I don't know. Or did he go to a certain meeting, Phil? Did you remind him about his meeting?
The that 3 letters that yeah. The opposite of right, that party's meeting.
And Resolute Germ says they're programmers. They already knew Trek by heart. Maybe so, Resolute Germ, but it just feels like this was a labor of love for them. It's like, okay, we're responsible for making this Star Trek game. And we're going to take great care in making this Star Trek game. That's just how I look at it. And Raquel says hello to Baron. I couldn't see your name.
Because I was Gorlock.
And yeah, I highly recommend Star Trek Resurgence. And, when we say that we can't find good Trek or good things, yeah, we can. We just have to look for it. Even when people look at it, and there were some people who looked at this particular game and went, this game doesn't look all that interesting, all that fun. You don't know what kind of hidden gem you might be missing out on. And I consider this game a hidden gem. And, part of the reason some people might have been down on the game was because it's on Epic Games. I know a lot of people don't like Epic Games. But it just goes to show you get the right people who actually care about the property, and they can create something that actually pays perfect homage to that property. And, Gap was there last night. I know Gap enjoyed watching it. And Captain, I'm going to go ahead and put your link into the chat.
Okay.
If you haven't subscribed to Captain Fandom Nerd, please make sure you're sub to him. And make sure you sub to Phil McCracken, Jet Sparks, and Baron Orman Tagge.
Do I have to subscribe to him?
Yeah.
It is a dual stream after all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Cap. Yeah, I guess if you don't, maybe Baron's gonna say this to you. Let me get the clip. What? You refuse to subscribe to my channel? Why, you bring dishonor to your house.
He said, "Today is a good day to die."
That quote's so good. I like that.
The House of Tag versus the House of Fandom Nerd.
I'm already subscribed, so kind of.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to both of you guys.
Yep. Unless Facebook, YouTube did something. I'm subscribed to Captain Fender, but always check your subscriptions, folks. YouTube is a squirrely little thing.
Yeah,
Always.
it is. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed to the folks that you think you're subscribed to, because that's exactly how it is. You think you're subscribed to them, and then you don't see any notifications, and then you look and you go, I didn't unsubscribe from them.
And more importantly, I don't know how many times I unsubscribe to the Phantom Hooligans. I end up being subscribed again. I don't know what it is with YouTube.
Well,
because they don't like
way.
they don't
Cash
like
has
us
his way.
towing the line. They don't like us towing the line. They don't want people like us to take control because they want all the corporate channels to be the mainstay player. YouTube basically wants it to be a hub for TV.
Whether they want it to be a hub for TV, whether they wanted it to be the hub for the NFL because they signed that contract with the NFL, it's why we got to stick together. We got to help each other.
Always.
I mean, I don't do shout out videos, but if I'm watching somebody's stream, I try to make sure that I share it out.
Me too.
I mean, these people should understand. I don't understand why, we need to be subscribing and taking care of each other. These people don't know that, and I gotta go do the dishes now and go to Whole Foods and get my kale.
Hi, Cash. Hope you're listening.
You know that he is. Yeah. This is his stalking fan, by the way. This is the one that This is the one that's constantly stalking him. Even makes herself look like him, and she's the one that says this. Okay, you moving on me. Okay.
Cash Money can put his change in my piggy bank any day.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't move any of the sound bites.
Oh,
I might move the videos every now and then, but I
you
don't touch the sound bites.
Oh.
She looks like an edgelord version of James Gunn when he was 13.
This is actually a police chief in Europe. I am not kidding. This is a police chief in Europe. I saw that. I thought of our friendly neighborhood superhero Chin and go, oh, yeah, this is the one that wants Cash Money's change.
In what country is that person a police chief?
She got flaming hair.
Is that it has to be like the Netherlands or something?
Something, but just a moment here. I can answer that question in two shakes of a lamb's tail, not to make all the Scotsmen they're excited by saying that, but she is. Let me take a look here. Calling it up, taking time here. Well, hell, you know what? Since we're having fun, boys and girls and boys, just hold on. That's why I'm singing. Don't you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip while you're looking for it.
There we go.
Oh, come on! You spoiled my fun.
I'm sorry.
3 hours later.
There you go. Derbyshire. Yes, that's an English chief constable.
Wow. Again, I'm sorry I gotta use this, but she looks like a flaming lady who swings one way. A flaming lady who likes other ladies.
I just want to know the monthly amount of hairspray used to tease that thing up, like the way she got it like a porcupine. That is a lot of hairspray.
And you'll notice she's even got a little bit of that chin going there. So I mean, she's that is Cash Money's super secret fan.
Well, she does look rather mannish, by the way.
I wasn't gonna go there, but
I was going to go further, but I thought, oh, what the hell? That's how Cash likes him. Okay, there we go.
And
yeah, that is true. Sorry.
And Gap has requested a certain clip. I know Phil's gonna like it.
Star Trek V, of course.
Excuse me, I'd just like to ask a question. What does God need with a starship?
Speaking of Gap, why are you in here, Gap?
Whatever God wants. And for the record, Gap, Mountain Dew's like 5th on my list. It's Mellow Yellow, Citra, Sundrop, Surge when they still have it, then Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's the last resort. But it's Mellow Yellow. Mellow Yellow.
They call it Mellow Yellow. Looks like this.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is good, but I mean, I don't see Mellow Yellow anywhere in any stores anymore. I don't see it anywhere.
It's back in stores around here.
The Mason-Dixon line, you're not getting Mellow Yellow.
Yeah,
they always have this thing where every couple of years they try to push it, but they never really succeed.
Push it real good.
Oh, look who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the Gap's Mercantile, Gap himself, 1-800-555-PUSH, 1-800-555-PUSH. Okay.
Sundrop is really good. Sundrop is good.
You know what made me come on is Jet Sparks saying that lady must swing both ways. Number one, it's called a lesbian. And number two, you should never assume.
No, I don't want to toe the line because again, YouTube changes its terms of service, and we're not allowed to use certain words anymore. So I'm trying.
Yeah, but they could be changing it right now as we speak.
Yeah, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Well, you never know. No. She might be packing down there. If you know what I mean. She might have a bigger caliber than us too. I mean, that's the scary thing.
They don't have guns in the UK.
Well, not those kind of guns. You know what I mean? Never mind.
Yeah, if you need a situation dispatch, just get the guy from the slap too to handle it. I mean, seriously, he can handle a whole squad of cops just by slapping them.
And actually, that's kind of the sad thing. Officers are starting to carry over there. The big rule is if you're carrying, don't make it look like you are carrying. It's got to be able to be tucked under and not have the bulge, you might say.
And I do want to welcome directly from his mission with Starfleet. He can't talk about it, but Apion.
Apion, brother.
What's good, y'all?
How you doing today, brother?
I'm good.
Oh, Mike, happy 400.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy 400, dude. Well done. Another milestone.
Thank you. Another milestone, and hopefully more to come. Not just for me, but for everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean it. These aren't empty words. I don't want anybody to say, he doesn't mean it. I do mean it. Why do you think I stop by as many streams as I do?
Yes, indeed.
Even if it's just to say hello.
No, with me it's platitudes because I don't care.
Baron.
What?
Baron.
Baron,
Baron, you know, I think you just want me to do this sometimes.
Well, I'm just trying to be like Cash.
Oh boy.
I'm doing
All
Cash
right,
for
youngster,
you.
out you go.
Don't come back. Ever.
Why does he make me do that? Why?
Oh, hey, Captain Fandom.
Hey, Cap.
You know, I try to be understanding. I try to be reasonable, but there are certain people you just can't be reasoned with.
What does God need with a starship?
I mean, such a good question. God could just make himself any starship he wants.
Yeah, but you know, Mike, you're right. That game, you know, after you're like, oh my gosh, I think I need to end it. It's 4 hours later. I didn't realize that I had been on the whole time. I was so absorbed with that Star Trek game.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it.
That's the kind of story we've asked for from, you know, current Star Trek, and we don't get. If anybody's seen the trailer for season 2 of Strange New Worlds, I mean,
yes,
they have the crew member joking. Yes, I realize that crew members have joked with each other, senior officers have joked with each other in the past, but it's all become one big giant joke. Star Trek has become one big giant joke.
Yeah, what's that Helms lady? What's her character's name? She's in that season 2 trailer, and I'm like, why is she in there? You know, why did they hire her anyway? But
and I do want to welcome DJ Ronnie G.
I am not wearing a white T-shirt. I'm wearing a white graphic T-shirt. See, look, Oscar Sorvio the German Evangelion broad. Yeah,
One
and
day
I tell
we're
you,
going to see blue. We're going to see him wear green. We're going to get him a whole wardrobe of different colors.
oh great, we got a color revolution here.
Where's your turtle shirt?
I don't have a turtle shirt. I should get one though.
You
Like
know,
maybe
that's
like you know,
ironic that you don't have one damn turtle shirt.
like I want to maybe put them on the shirt, right? And it'll say like "We love Daddy" or some bullshit like that. You know, maybe get one for my dad and let him wear it, and it'll say "We love Grandpa." You know, like those coffee mugs.
I would make one.
Right there.
I would make one for you with a broken computer saying, "I'm just trying to figure out how it works," and I'm watching my daddy, and I have a picture of the turtle.
Oh my god, that's brutal.
I like turtles. You need to
But no,
You know what?
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle Club. That's like the only
that was a
bit
cute
that was good
scene.
from that. That was the only good bit from that movie.
Turtle. No, the part where he was Scarface was the best part.
Oh yeah, that one.
He's got a tiny wiener and some little nuts. Oh yeah,
I got little wiener, some tiny nuts.
oh yeah, no maneuver.
My little.
See my little snapper.
You know what you should do, Ronnie?
My esophagus.
You should get a coffee cup made with either 1 or 4 turtles on it, and it says "Number 1 Dad."
Our dad's a rat.
I got 3 of them, so I'll put the 3 on. You know,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Larry, Curly, and Moe.
they are average normal,
Yeah, and
teenage average normal turtles.
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that pitch, DJ Ronnie G. I don't think it's going to sell comics. I don't think it's going to sell a cartoon. I don't think it's going to sell toys.
I guarantee it'll be better than Picard season 3.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Say hello to my little snapper.
Yeah, so he beat me.
Aw.
By the way,
Snappers are cute.
Avatar, you want to know why you want to know why I went with a starship? Don't question me, boy.
I've learned a lot from you, DJ, about turtles, you know, and their tails and their shells and medicine
we went
and poop.
Yo,
and
we did. We went in the other day. I did a stream and Cap dropped
did.
in and like I went through the whole details of how the tail works, how the male is. I don't think I went into detail on the male. So male turtles actually fold up all of their equipment inside of their tail, and they deploy it like a parachute when they get a stiffy. That's a scientific fact.
You were talking about how you had to separate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Animal Planet.
Yes,
turtle
we had a little ecology lesson.
And they can breathe through their butts in the winter. But only.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting a hand out of. That movie's gonna bomb. Speaking of getting I don't know. It just went out of my head.
You know what that movie needs?
Sorry.
It needs DJ's Turtles.
Dial of the Turtle.
Yeah. Or Turtle of Destiny.
We could spin the turtle around like a 20, like a what do you call that thing you spin around with the little ball that stops?
Oh, that's a roulette wheel.
Yeah,
Or
we can have a
table.
turtle roulette wheel.
Always bet on black.
The turtle's all disoriented, wherever it passes out, that's the number, right? You know.
So we've got this article from Bounding into Comics, and now I'm gonna admit to you all, I'm waiting for actual reviews on this movie. I want to hear from actual people as to whether this movie is good or whether this movie should be panned like a lot of people are saying it should. I don't want to just follow the crowd and say, oh, this movie's gonna suck.
Well, the critics already seen it, and didn't they say it was boring?
It's Cannes, it's France. They're always harsh.
Remember, they think Jerry Lewis is a cultural icon.
Did you see they made Callista Flockhart, whatever her name is, sit behind him during Cannes?
How can you tell she's so skinny?
They put her seat behind her and put him next to Fleabag.
Well, of course.
The real star of the movie.
Exactly. That's we already know this is the case. She's supposed to be the real star of the movie.
I'll withhold judgment.
I'm gonna go see it, and I'm gonna bring flea repellent while I watch the movie.
There you go.
And that doesn't mean I'm optimistic about the movie. I just want to be able to make my own judgment, just like when I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I didn't want to go by what everyone else was saying. I wanted to make my own judgment. Same when I watched Picard Season 3. I wanted to be able to judge it for myself.
Absolutely.
And you did like Strange New Worlds, right?
I couldn't even get through the first episode of Strange New Worlds.
I wish somebody would know how to sail the seas, because I want to kind of watch it for myself, but I don't want to buy it.
No, I don't blame you.
No, not at all. I mean, this is Mike for us, folks. This right here.
I don't want my pain taken away. I need my pain.
Another great Star Trek 5 clip.
Well, Phil, you know why I put that clip in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But it brings a tear to my eye every time I see a clip from Star Trek 5.
Well, it's so bad. It has so many good clips that you could use.
But I would tell you it's better than anything made by Star Trek today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Not arguing at all.
Cujo. I heard Cujo.
Yeah, BB the Cujo Bochi.
And I want to welcome in Rocco the Brave and Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000.
Hey. Rocco.
Please make sure that you're wearing headphones or earbuds so we don't hear any unnecessary background noise.
My claw.
Get up. Wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Brandon, if you could put on some headphones or earbuds, I would appreciate it, brother.
Wake up, time to die.
I want to hear his co-star, the dog.
Well, that's my... Well, yeah, that was his... His dog was last time. This time was my dog.
I'm waiting
Mike, you don't have any pets, do you, Mike?
I have a cat, but he's outside.
Oh. You don't let him in?
He comes in, then when he wants out, I let him out.
Oh, okay.
He's a free-range kitty.
Yep. If he needs to go out and do his business, well, that's what he does.
So,
but of course, there's a lot of palimony he's got to pay for all those kittens. So.
Oh God!
Right?
What? What? Another litter of kittens? Come on, man! Go broke.
He's out there repopulating the state. Yep. Those lovely noises that they make.
The guys on the truth, they need Mike's cat to go out there and populate because my state don't have enough cats, and they go to North Carolina to bring all the cats from there up here.
Got to get those cat numbers back up.
Got to get them cats from North Carolina. There's something special about them. I don't know what, but there's something special.
It might be the NC barbecue.
I thought you lived in Dildo, Alaska.
Carolina. You guys don't put. They don't put. Well, people in North Carolina, they don't put the mustard in their barbecue sauce.
Hello.
No, they don't.
That's South Carolina.
Hello, Brandon.
You can hear me just fine.
I can hear you just fine.
You sound excellent.
My clock is making a. My clock. Here's my clock.
Mike is my favorite host.
Audio is excellent.
He's
all right.
We heard that, folks. Phil McCracken wants to start a cat house in Delaware. He wants to start a Delaware cat house.
A literal cat house.
Right?
I would say this.
Phil wants to become the cat dude.
Not like the bunny ranch.
I got 2 new cats recently. Mike knows about it, and they're both originally from North Carolina. I got.
How did you get? Did they fly them to you? How did you get them?
They I guess they bring them by truck. They drive down once or twice a week and bring them down there. Another reason they do it is because we're not a kill state. We're the only state in the country that does not kill the dogs or the cats. North Carolina has their let's just say their shelters and their stuff are overwhelmingly flowing with pets. So it helps out. Hey, we don't have enough and they have plenty, so it works.
That's awesome. Delaware is a no-kill state. He feels safe.
We don't kill. No kill state.
Does that include humans?
How about trolls?
20 years ago was the last person they did that. So technically it's still in the book, but I don't think it's been done in 20 years.
Wow.
What about
well, that's good.
I thought he was going to get around it because they said he had a choice. Injection or hanging. And he chose to be hanged. And he didn't think they were going to build the gallows, but they did it. Hey.
Oh my God! They hanged somebody.
Yeah, they went to IKEA, got the set, put it together. They had to make sure they had the special tool, and there you go.
There, believe it or not, there was a point in time Delaware was going to bring back the whipping post.
Whoa!
Wow!
Get creative. Let's do like draw and quarter. Let's get real crazy.
Oh wow!
I
want to go out like a boss.
There you go.
They wanted to bring back the whipping post. I mean, if you had to live next door to Phil,
I don't have no say one way or the other. But you know what they pay attention. What can you say? What can you do?
Personally, I'd rather be burned at the stake. Personally,
I mean that's a pretty epic way to go right there.
Recite
some like Shakespeare or something. Recite some Shakespeare.
Well, down south they have this saying. I'm pretty sure Mike heard it a lot down there. If you don't want to go that route, don't commit the crime. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
You don't commit the crime, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Speaking of crimes,
people in higher ups that knows how to get away from stuff, but then that's a different story.
Speaking of crime, this article, Mike.
Yes, this article from About It in the Comics from John F. Trent. It was posted on their site today. This was actually found by Cash.
Who's not here?
And I had seen it. I had seen it earlier, and I was debating whether to talk about it or not. But since Cash found it, I thought, okay, we're talking about it. And someone is trying to enter, but unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can swap me out.
No. There should be another spot. I don't know why StreamYards is being a pain.
Yeah, we're at
I don't know why it's being a pain. Come on, I'm trying to be funny.
That was funny. That impersonation of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You need to do it.
Oh,
again.
come on. I was also going to talk about something about Arnold tonight, but first, let's get through this article about Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones.
Man, you could just snap into it so quickly. It's amazing.
So can I.
Mike, you need more visitors. You live alone too much.
Who's that person in the bottom?
Yeah. Jeez. Gap. I already removed Baron.
You have?
Yes, I already removed Baron.
Do
you want me to remove you too?
No, master. Please don't remove me.
Baron, I've got a question for you. To ask Gap.
Uh-oh.
Because you and I are the Bobs, and we are asking Gap this.
Oh, okay.
What would you say you do here?
We're gonna need you to move your office down into the basement, the boiler room.
It's already in the boiler room.
and this is what Gap is telling Baron and I.
I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand it? What the hell is wrong with you people?
I want to watch that movie again. Oh, I love it.
No, I'm more like the John Goodman clip.
Oh no, Big Lebowski.
Very interesting, but stupid.
Nice.
Oh my God, call me stupid.
I didn't call you stupid. I said it was very interesting, but stupid. But anyways, get into this article. Oh no, Pop Talk that gets off track. That's never happened. Never happened at all.
I drew a picture.
So critics are saying this movie isn't that great, but it had a standing ovation for 6 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was the feminists standing up for 6 minutes at the end.
And it takes a lot when you're fat.
But that's why Harrison Ford is trying.
Probably.
There.
The hell
Oh my God.
This article by John F. Trent was posted today. It says actor Harrison Ford, who plays Indiana Jones in the upcoming Indiana Jones and Gerard's Hall of Destiny. Okay, the Dial of Destiny. Wow, yeah. You know what? I've got another clip to play for you guys.
Lighten up, Francis.
Oh.
Alice of Destiny.
I like that too. Anyways, the Dial of Destiny film recently described the character is portrayed as
Mike,
not so strong, not so brave, not so attentive.
So he's an 81-year-old man.
So basically, is he saying that? Okay. All right. Who's mocking me? That's it.
I think that's Gap.
Yeah, I know it's Gap.
No,
I know
I'm
it's
sitting
smart.
here reading the article with my eyes small since it's so.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on, folks. I swear, some people, you know.
These people.
There. That's
Okay,
big
thank
enough
you.
for you.
Yeah, it'll do. Thanks.
And sorry for yelling for everybody that has headphones on.
Wow. Can you make it a little bit bigger? My eyes are not so good.
5 stars.
No.
You know what? Fine.
I'm kidding.
I swear. I swear, you guys.
Oh, he swears. He swears.
Yeah, I do. You know what? Gap's not here, but this would be me and Gap after you guys try to overthrow me.
Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy.
Megatron? Is that you?
Here's a hint.
Yeah. Gap, your Starscream. Cassius Cyclonus. Why? Because Cyclonus has the chin.
Oh my God.
Yes, Cash, I said it.
Maybe the panel is telling you not to read this article because, an hour and 10 minutes in and we haven't even started.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, so I didn't miss anything.
All right.
Oh, no, I thought I was late.
Yeah, same. Like, man, I missed a whole bunch of stuff.
55 minutes he was thanking everybody. So give him a little break here, guys.
Hey there, Keely. He's in the chat.
Cash Money, but since he ain't here, it's definitely Baron's fault.
Hello there.
I want to say hello to Keely Chow. And I also want to say hello to Pops.
What's up, Pops? Hopping in.
Pops has also been a great supporter of the channel. I'm going to get his link, and I'm going to post it in the chat. Please subscribe to Pops. He does great content, great live streams on his channel. You'll especially like his Saturday reviews of X-Men or Batman the Animated Series. He also does Talk Hard on Tuesdays with Ironcaster and Loki. And he's doing a Star Wars stream tomorrow. I think anybody who actually cares about Star Wars and knows that tomorrow is the actual Star Wars day is doing a Star Wars stream.
I will be listening to yours.
Well, thank you, Rocco. But yeah,
I will be in it.
Pop says, "Hey, I'll just pop it in to say congratulations, but the panel is full. Mike, love what you do. Stay strong, talk hard. I will, brother. Thank you for your support." And I don't know, Baron. I don't know if I should let Gap back in. I don't know. I think he needs to think about what he's done. And sit in that corner for a while.
The sin bin? Yeah, I'm leaving that up to you. I'm gonna stay out of this fight.
Oh.
What was that? What the hell?
What in the world?
That was Gorlock's stomach. That's Gorlock hungry again.
And if that came from somebody, please go see a doctor right away.
That's like a pigeon gurgling.
That was Gorlock.
It was a dog. It was a dog. But anyways, this actor says actor Harrison Ford, who plays Indiana Jones in the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny film, recently described the character is portrayed as not so strong, not so brave, not so attentive in the film. So he's not stunning and brave. He's just not stunning and brave. That's the truth.
There's your sign that we here.
Whoa! Godzilla!
Oh crap!
Holy
Everybody, run! It's Godzilla!
Gojira!
No,
it's Gojira.
Oh my god!
Oh! Good luck! Run!
Mike, this calls for a temporary 2-minute stop. DJ Ronnie G is wearing a black t-shirt.
Oh, we have an outfit change. Look out!
Costume change.
Whoa! What am I at a concert?
It's a Gundam shirt.
He was tired of your shit. That's why.
Oh, I can't believe it.
You need like 2 more changes during the stream. You need to wear like 4 different shirts now. Like,
what is this? An award show where they change outfits every 5 minutes or however long it seems?
Yeah, excuse me, not Cash. Mike,
you gotta bring a.
Wasn't that the plan? This is 400.
He's got a white t-shirt underneath. He's got a white t-shirt underneath. Look around.
It doesn't matter, Phil. It doesn't matter. Document this day. Come on,
If I don't wear a white undershirt, then I'm going to soil this shirt. Then I have to wash it. I try to avoid washing this too soon.
DJ Ronnie G.
There's two of you right
Pops
now.
is saying tomorrow I have streams and videos dropping all day with an open mic at different points. Awesome. If I'm able to, Pops, I would love to hop in for just a little bit. And
oh shit, my telescope is underwater. I gotta run outside.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
You don't hear that every day.
No.
My telescope is underwater. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Here, you can watch me in the backyard while I try to cover up and dry up my telescope.
Wait. Is this going to be a video playing on loop?
Oh, you gotta get that thing out of the rain. That.
Damn.
If you got a telescope, you gotta get that out of the rain pronto.
I want to see if this is live because I want to see him walking out there doing that.
Mike.
All right, I'll enlarge it here in just a bit. Yes, Brandon.
There's 10 of us here.
Yep.
There's the most. The most it can hold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're one of my favorite users, Mike.
Thank you, Brandon.
I might make videos for you next week.
You don't have to, Brandon. You don't have to. You've already done enough, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You've already made 3 for me already. You don't need to make a 4th one.
There's 10 of you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I do want to talk more often.
You're more than welcome to talk. Just let us get through this article, and then we can talk about this article and everything going on with Indiana Jones 5, at least what they'll tell us in this article.
The last Indiana Jones movie came out in 2008.
Yep.
Yeah, Crystal Skull. The only silver lining of that movie is that Marion and Indy got married. And the only crazy negative about that film is that it redefined the term jump the shark, a la nuking the fridge.
I thought the last Indiana Jones film was 1989.
Jump the vine.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf swinging like a monkey was the killer for me as well. He watched a monkey do it, and then he learned how to swing from vines like Tarzan. Oh.
Achievement unlocked.
Yep.
Yeah, they actually were trying to set him up to be the next Indiana Jones. Honestly, I would have liked seeing like Shia LaBeouf taking up the mantle because that is his actual son. That is supposed to be his actual son, but Shia's walked away from acting, so.
I saw a thing where he's supposed to be in some new movie or TV show recently.
Did they write his son out?
I'm glad the man found God, so good on him. Great for him that he found peace.
So no recast, nothing? They just wrote him out of the story? He doesn't exist anymore?
That's Fleabag.
I don't know.
Yeah. That sucks.
Is Marion his wife in it, or?
I think they basically said like Marion and him got divorced, so that happy ending has been.
Oh, come on!
Why do they have to always do that?
Again, this is Kathleen. This is all Kathleen's doing. This is all her doing.
She kills Han and Leia, and now she kills Indy and his.
Well, because
we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. We haven't seen the film. Let's wait until we actually see it, and then if it actually does happen, then we can go on a rant.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh.
Yep, the most people you can hold.
It is live.
He put the cap on. He put the cap on it. Or he put the bag over to cover it up.
Save the telescope.
Wouldn't it be funny if
So,
that wind kicked up and it blew that covering right off? And
All right. Let's get to the article. Let's get to the article.
Let's go to the article.
Mike,
as reported by YouTuber Price of Reason,
I did
alongside his. I'm sorry, Brandon.
I did show you my new banner.
Yeah, yes, you showed it to us Sunday.
I have. This is the last time I'm ever gonna talk to you for a while.
Oh.
I do want to talk to you anytime.
Okay, I mean, you can talk, Brandon, but we can get to the article first. And
no, I'm talking about when you don't do these pop talks.
when I don't do pop talks, when I do the game streams in particular, that's the time where everybody can just hear my thoughts. Where it's just me, it's nobody else. If I do have somebody in Discord with
No, you
me,
don't do. I can't do. What you have to have another. You do have another thing that's similar to Discord.
I know, but I don't have that fully set up yet. I know I have the link in there, but I'm still trying to get everything set up in Gilded.
Yep. Yep. You need to get everything set up in that Gilded thing.
I will when I have free time.
Yep. You're probably one of the best users ever.
I wouldn't say that.
You're cool.
Well, thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
And now getting
and all
back
of you
to
are
this
probably, and all of you are probably one of the best users. All 9 of you.
We try.
Well, thank you.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Rocco with his no content.
I have four subscribers. Thank you. I'll take it.
I'm just trying to do my best. I'm stepping away from it for a bit. I need to focus on my writing.
Nah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you write stories, huh, Jet?
Yeah, I do. I think I actually have one of them up in a window right now, but I know. I digress here. We gotta get through this article, and everyone needs to get our thoughts here.
Oh yeah, I want to find out about Indiana Jones here.
Yeah, so do I. So it says, as reported by YouTuber Price of Reason, Ford, alongside his co-star Phoebe Waller-Bridge, spoke with Fandango, where they provided a ton of information about their characters and the film. At one point in the interview, Ford is asked what Indiana Jones has been up to, with the interviewer. Excuse me. Basically, the interviewer is asking what Indiana Jones has been up to. He's been spending most of his day in the classroom rather than out in the world adventuring. And it goes on to say, Ford responds, I think he has been teaching for however many years. He's a bit dispirited with teaching. His students are not keen with archaeology necessarily, and they're kind of loafing through his classes, and I suppose he as well is. And he's now forced to retire by, I suppose, the rules at Hunter College, and they are bringing somebody else in to be the head of the archaeology department, and he has no real future in mind for himself. Okay, so he's according to this statement, it sounds like he's Luke Skywalker.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I will put the article back up. Don't worry.
Grumpy Hermit Han Solo or Harrison Ford. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Job taken over by a Ray character again.
That's
damn.
And it wasn't me that removed the article. It was StreamYards. I don't know what's going on.
There's the article. Oh, damn. I got to dial the Destiny again.
Yeah. Well, you could dial the Destiny, but it could be a phone booth where you have to do a history report. And, the Sigmund Freud dude.
I wonder if Bill and Ted will pop out.
Maybe.
Maybe Bill and Ted will be there. Time traveling. Yeah.
So it says.
Excellent.
The previous
archaeological
2008.
Mm-hmm. So the article says, later in the interview, Ford is asked, can you talk about revisiting Indiana Jones and any joy that you found in that? He answered, there is great joy in playing the character. I'm familiar with the character. I've enjoyed playing the character. I've had great writing to support the character's behavior and sense of who he is. But now we're taking him into the twilight of his life and his career. Ford continued, we're seeing him not so strong, not so brave, not so attentive.
Oh boy.
But about to go on a grand adventure with a very fascinating set of compatriots and adversaries.
So, in other words, he's going to be like himself, toking it up and flying an airplane into a golf course.
I don't need you to keep on my back. I know what I'm doing. I know how to fly a plane.
Get off my plane.
Get off my plane.
So-
yeah, considering Gary Oldman off a plane.
So this is Weekend at Indy's.
Yep. They basically propped him up, had him on strings. He's like a mannequin indie.
No, I'm not going to get that picture out of my head. Harrison Ford as Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Short
Oh,
round,
you know what? Let me message Fett for hire. Maybe he can
All right.
something up.
Yeah. If anybody can, he can.
Oh, yeah. Fetty.
All right. So, reacting to these comments from Ford, Price of Reason said, "Now, is it just me, or does this not sound very promising? I mean, how can Indiana Jones suddenly be some miserable old washed-up man that's not brave anymore? Sounds like Luke
That sounds
drinking
exactly
milk
like Luke Skywalker, man. That sounds exactly like Luke.
and The Last Jedi."
Is there going to be blue milk in the movie?
Like
You'll never know.
Throwing a
All
lightsaber over
I
his shoulder, he throws the hat over his shoulder.
Yeah, he
Like,
throws the
I know.
Come with his hat.
Yeah. Look,
Or
we
the
know,
whip.
we know that
Goes
we
the
know
whip.
that Hamill was under contract and is like, if he just walked off set and just told Ryan Johnson, I fundamentally disagree with this, and just walked off set, nobody would blame him for it because then we'd already have known.
And they
We would have known, but I bet the reason why he didn't do it is because he wanted the money.
Yep, that's the only reason why. Same thing with Harrison. He said, "Yeah, give me one. I'll just do it for. Well, I need one less paycheck. I'll just do it. Whatever."
That's probably how Marvel got him too with the Red Hulk thing. They're like,
I know,
"Hey, you want to
another
be
paycheck.
money?" He's like, "Oh, money sounds good."
Mm-hmm.
What do I have? Not much.
No, not much. Just stand there, grumble.
Yeah, your
Look
name will
like
be
a grizzly old man, and you're all
Didn't
set.
He didn't invest in retirement, so he has to do all these movies now.
I mean, look at Bruce Willis doing like B movies everywhere.
Yeah,
He's
but
obviously got money to
in his case, especially after finding out the reason why he was doing it, it is more of a sad case.
B movies from DreamWorks.
Mm-hmm. So the article goes on to say being brave is kind of Indiana Jones' thing, he asserts, and him being old doesn't automatically mean he has to be a bum. Yeah, but the way that already sounded in that description, it sounds like he took the route of Luke.
Exactly. I mean, I can understand being a wise mentor like freaking like Obi-Wan was in the original Star Wars, but no, this is not even that.
Is Fleabag going to be Rey and open the dial of destiny instead of him?
We already know this, and I mean, again, it's another Kathleen Kennedy ideologue. It's just basically her trying to prove that she is like the best ever. Just her once again trying to prove, because every character, every main female character is literally all the same.
So the YouTuber adds, if this was what they were going to do with his character, why even bother making this film at all? The money, dude. The money. Harrison wanted the money. It was probably part of his contract to do not just one, not just two Star Wars movies, but to actually be, part of their ceremony with Galaxy's Edge. If you want me to do these things, then you better show me the money.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah.
Damn. How much is his soul worth?
And it goes on and to state the obvious here. Why do all these movies, especially the ones under Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy, all have to tear down a male hero who used to be good or brave or heroic, but now he's just a bum? Now he's just a loser. I think we all know the answer to this question. We don't have to actually say it. I think we all know because it's been going on a long time.
Been bad.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand because he is obviously 80 now. About there. If he's not 80, he's just about there. And it's hard to be a quote unquote action superhero. But this would have been the perfect time instead of doing the sad sack loser to do the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, he knows he can't go out in the field like he does, so he's teaching. He's bringing the knowledge to that next generation, and not bitter or anything like that, but obviously still itching to want to go out again for one last time. That's what they should have for the hero, and to be the knowledgeable one. It's like this is how be that mentor. But of course, you can't have that. You have to destroy these old heroes of ours because they're morons and ists and phobes and whatever.
Well, of course, you can be an action star at 80. All you need is some indie Viagra and some indie testosterone, which they're going to sell.
You're going to sell it?
They're going to sell it.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll have to ask Clarissa Flockhart.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Indiana Jones and the blood flow of destiny.
I like weekends at Indies better.
Yeah, that does.
Indiana Jones. He's going to be all hard of hearing. The villain's going to be monologuing. What? Can you say it again?
What was that, Sonny boy?
Get your Indiana Jones hearing aids for a low price of $9,000.
Straight up.
But the sad thing is we already had a graceful end to Indiana Jones already, and that was the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. I mean, you had the old man again. Like I said, the old man spreading his wealth of knowledge to those kids in the park, and he's got the eye patch. And it's like, what the hell did Indy do? He lost an eye. I mean, he must have had one hell of a story. And then, of course, he brought him back. Harrison Ford came back to that one episode where he himself recounting what happened when he was a kid. We already had the last years of Indiana Jones. It was perfect. That's the way it should be. But
yeah,
I heard the DeLorean is going to take them back in time. They're going to discover the old DeLorean and start it up.
You've got to come back with me. Where?
over Robert Zemeckis'
back to the past.
Body.
They find an old buried Millennium Falcon out in the desert.
In order for this Millennium Falcon to go back through time, we need 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. What?
When this
what
thing
are you
gets to
talking
18
about, Doc?
parsecs, you're going to see some serious shit.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts! Great Scott!
Great Scott!
My favorite Count Dooku supporter.
Yeah, straight up. Best part of Mandalorian, that 5 minutes he was in it.
And we do have somebody who is trying to get in. I bet it's Cash. And if someone would like to bout just for a little bit,
I
can come back.
I volunteer.
Go ahead.
All right, you can come back though, Jet.
All right, peace out. I'll be watching.
Good man, Jet.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Good man.
So, of course, it says, and of course, there's always some woman showing up to outshine him and put him in his place. And it's just so repetitive and stupid at this point. Well, yeah, we're tired of these kinds of stories. They don't do well. The Star Wars Hotel didn't do well because of the sequel trilogy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you take a look at the first film, and it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's no Indiana Jones in front of it. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Marion, the Spitfire she was. I mean, how can you not fall in love with her for one? Carry it out. But
drinking dudes under the table, she was badass.
Yeah, she was badass, but yet she was still feminine and as much action, and she was not showing up Indy just as much as Indy wasn't overshadowing her.
The perfect balance.
Yeah, beautiful.
As all things should.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, I do want to welcome the co-host of two co-hosts, Mr. Cashmoney007.
What the hell are you talking about? Oh, my guidance counselor says that certain words perpetuate this sexist worldview that could trigger.
Quiet! From now on, you won't listen to your guidance counselor. You're going to listen to me. Is that understood?
Yes, Sensei.
And Cash,
in my piggy
Cash,
bank any day.
I have a question for you, mister.
Where the hell have you been, soldier? Training, sir!
No, he hasn't been training. He hasn't been training.
It's been training, yes. What's up?
The training he's been doing, you don't want to know.
I've been training to take out Phil, so yeah. he's been too much of a nuisance lately.
He's been training to learn that propaganda that he's going to be supporting.
They told me in my meetings that I had to take out this guy named Phil McCracken. They said he's too much. His A's are struggling, and they said they're selling the team for sodas. It's horrible, man.
Cash Money.
I told you that before you started. I told you that.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
If that is the case, that's awful. Nobody should suffer like that. No team should suffer.
Hey,
no fan base should suffer.
Going around in today's world, you just have to read the article, and you can see it right here. Suffering.
Yeah.
We are suffering through this article.
I do find it funny at the beginning when the interviewer asked him, like, did you find any joy being Indiana Jones? Like, what's he going to say? No, I didn't like it at all. Like, of course he's going to have an answer like, yeah, it was fine, because the money's good. But, like, yeah, what's he going to come out and say? Like, no, it was an awful experience. I hated it. Like, you're only going to have one answer to that question. That's a silly question for the interviewer.
I mean, it's common knowledge that he loves the character of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I think that's his favorite.
Yeah,
I think he likes it more than Han Solo because he was like done with Han Solo.
Oh, he
was done in Empire, wasn't he?
Yeah, like he was like, kill me off. And, and he's like, no, you're a fan favorite. We can't.
He never liked Han Solo. He never liked Deckard. So this is the one he loves the most.
Oh yeah, he didn't like Total Recall either, huh? Yeah. Or not Total Recall. Blade Runner. Why did they
get him out of here? Get him out of here!
All the Arnold talk.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, we talked about Total Recall the other day.
Yeah, that's right.
The only one that matters. The only one that matters is the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The remake. They don't go to Mars. They go to
if you guys want to work on your Arnold impression, just listen to Will Sasso. He'll help you out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Will Sasso was my favorite on Mad TV. Oh,
we drive.
Google Gaga clone, baby.
Out of the way.
So good. Love it.
I love
All right.
Super box office smash hit movie.
Oh shit, Antonio Banderas is in it.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna waste him like they did in Uncharted. He was completely wasted in that movie.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Is this a long article?
We made it long.
Getting longer.
We've made it longer than we probably should have.
Yeah.
Stretch goals. Stretch this article into an hour.
So this is pretty much what it says.
Yes.
The official synopsis for the film reads: Harrison Ford returns to the role of legendary hero archaeologist for this highly anticipated final installment of the iconic franchise. Well, come on, give me another Conan movie. Come on, do it. But anyways, it goes over who starred in the movie. Antonio Banderas is in it. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, John Rhys Davies returns.
Oh, I love Solo. I love
Me too.
Oh yeah, he's
Shawnette Renee Wilson, Thomas Kretschmann, Das Boot, Toby Jones, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Boyd Holbrook, Oliver Richters, Ethan Isidore, and Mads Mikkelsen. And it says that it's directed by James Mangold, Ford versus Ferrari. and that it comes out June 30th. Again, I know, guys. I know, and you can already boo me. You can already boo this man.
Boo.
But I'm gonna wait till I hear actual reviews, whether I watch them on YouTube or other places, or you go through different reviews, you find out who's just doing it because they want the Disney cheddar, and who's actually giving the review because they're an honest reviewer. I could say that part of the reason why I don't want to just throw this movie into the gallows is because Indiana Jones has been one of my favorite series since childhood.
Right. And you know what? If the movie goes bad, I have a feeling Padawannabe had something to do with it. I just have a feeling.
Padawannabe's taking notes for next week.
Well, the thing is, and I'll second that with Mike here, because Indiana Jones. I saw the first one in the theater. Way back in '82 it was, and easily Indiana Jones is very close second to Star Trek and Star Wars as my favorites in there. So you don't want to see this go out bad.
No,
it
needs to go out with a bang.
Right.
Look, if Top Gun 2, after all these years, can come out and actually surprise people, this movie should be able to do the same thing. Should.
Right. Yeah. And that's just it. That's just it. We're hopeful. We don't want to see it go out bad, but there's just so many red flags, and we're just hoping maybe these red flags don't mean anything. And I really want this to be a good movie. I want Indy to go out on a high note, because I got a bullwhip because of him. I got an actual Indiana Jones fedora from Stetson. Inside it has Indiana Jones. I mean, I got that back in the '80s when I was young. I was wearing a fedora before all the chin beards did. But as that goes, I want to see this succeed. I want this to be a story. I want this to be the Star Trek 6 to the Star Trek 5. Yes, you heard me, Phil.
Well, it's nice to wish and hope, but sometimes dreams don't come true.
Yep. Hey, you don't have to tell me that, Phil. I'm a Cub fan.
Disney the last 20 years, let's be honest, had gone out and bought their live action.
Yep.
Because what they were creating didn't work out. John Carter. The only thing they fluked into is Pirates in the Caribbean. That's it for their live action. Everything else has turned into whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say trash, but it's darn near trash. And it doesn't surprise me. And it shouldn't shock anybody if it turns into trash. They did it to Star Wars. They did it to Marvel. They're not going to change anything in their MMO. So if this comes out the worst case scenario, so be it. It's your choice. It's people's choice if they want to buy it. Myself, I checked out of the Disney franchises 3 years ago. Done. They can have it. It'd be a shame to see a Indiana Jones bomb, but if it does, can't happen to a better company.
Because it's got to make over $1 billion. Because I think the budget's like 370 something.
Well, it's got to be high because they canceled it and put it on hold how many times?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Even before the pandemic. So.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
10 people is the highest it can go.
Yes.
Yep. But I do want to be on your regular Pop Talk episodes.
Well, we'll see, because as I mentioned in the video I made on December 18th, there are going to be times where Pop Talk has a guest, and then there are going to be times where it's just Cash, Baron, and myself.
Makes sense.
That's a big panel.
No, a regular episode, not open panel.
Well, we'll see. I mean, right now I don't have any guests scheduled for the future, and part of that is because I think that Baron, Cash, and I need to do some episodes where people get to hear our opinion, and then have episodes where guests come on and we get
Yeah.
the guest opinion and our opinion.
Yes.
And actually, Cash did get Gorlock to come on next month. So
Gorlock, me Gorlock. Ha ha ha.
No, it's me, Grimlock. I did that earlier, Cash. You missed it.
Yeah,
Grimlock and Gorlock.
I think that film.
It was too easy. That's why I did it. That.
TJ's playing with his toys. I tell you.
By the way, there's a lot of weird nudity in this Flash movie, and I'm just like, what?
Whoa,
yeah.
Thinking of weird things.
You showed me that article. I only read the first paragraph. I went, I'm out.
Yep, horrible. I don't know why that's necessary, and
it's not. You and I both know it's not necessary at all.
You mean they showing Ezra naked? Oh, gross.
Yeah, they only do so much with a PG-13 movie. They're also going to show Gal Gadot in underwear, I guess, too.
Well, that I don't mind. That I don't mind.
That might work.
Exactly.
That's wrong. How? I mean,
it's not. It's not
you
wrong.
Too hard, damn it.
It's
do you want to say hello to Lenrod? Welcome, Lenrod.
Hello, Lenrod.
No, that's a big panel. Hello.
And I also want to say hello to John Rendell.
What's up, John? Super Wrench.
Hate you again.
But yeah, I mean, as far as Indiana Jones, part of me, again, because it's part of my childhood, I liked Indiana Jones before I liked Star Wars. I don't want the movie to fail.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
I do like to hang out with you.
Well, I like to hang out with everybody here. And I appreciate everybody being here.
Yep.
And I like hanging out with both of you guys. I like hanging out. I love dropping in on Brandon's streams. I like it when I show up at a premiere. And I hope you keep up the good work.
Yep.
I don't like hanging out with you.
Well, wait, no. Baron, that's Phil's line. He doesn't like anybody.
Well, no, I didn't say they don't like you. I just don't like hanging out with you. That's different.
You all.
David,
like trademark.
You guys didn't hear that?
What?
You didn't hear it?
Sound like flushing.
Yeah, I flushed the toilet.
What, is that your personal opinion on Pop Talk? Thanks, man.
No, Indiana Jones. I was flushing Fleabag down the toilet.
You sure you want to do that? It might clog the drain.
Yeah, I don't think she'll flush. I think she'll stay floating and hanging out on the rim.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah,
man. Dude abides, man.
Yep.
But
you're right.
Yeah, Mike. Congrats on 400, man. You get to 500.
Thank you, Cash.
I'm sure.
Thank you. And you missed it in the beginning, but you are part of it, Cash. Meeting you on Tuesday Night Trek. Who would have thought? After we've been on Tuesday Night Trek, and I kept asking you to join my Discord, and you're all, I'm already part of so many Discords, Pacific. I don't want to join anymore.
These people want me to join.
These people like Baron. I joined Baron's Discord too. I regret it every day. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I wouldn't. My Discord, I regret it.
I keep seeing Gorlock, and I get afraid. So.
Well, he has Gorlock at the front door. Why do you want to come in?
Come in. Ha ha ha.
It keeps the salesmen and the Jehovah's Witnesses away.
Gorlock definitely. Gorlock could definitely be another Hutt in Star Wars.
Who is Gorlock?
Oh boy!
Gorlock, yeah.
I really don't know who it is.
Don't want to know, Gaff. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
No. Baron, don't.
Should I Google it later?
I can't even see the look that's in your eye right now. Don't do it.
It could be another
Don't do it, Baron.
Yeah,
Baron.
you really don't want to know, man. Trust me.
I love these rabbit holes.
You're 400. Yep, you have 400 now, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're done at
I have over
399. We're done at 398. Okay.
I have over 1,200.
I guess that's what. I think
I have
Congratulations. But please, everybody, please save the self promotion or promotion for anyone until the time comes.
Absolutely. We gonna get through this article or?
Well, as far as the Indiana Jones article, I think we're done. I think we're all said and done with that article.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Who farted?
Did somebody
come on,
wait, did somebody tase themselves?
I think so. Don't tase me, man. Don't tase me.
That's what Cash does every time he finds out he has to be on.
Yeah.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Oh man, don't tase him. Yeah.
So guess what?
What?
Not only is the new Mortal Kombat game going to be $70, but Sega is considering
Yes.
$70 game.
They're not sure yet. They're not sure yet. They're going to see how the market goes. So I hope they don't do it. I really do.
Maybe this article.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go. Yep, the $70 games. And honestly, I know. I should have waited. I should have waited until Jedi Survivor was on sale. I will admit that. I can admit that. I can be man enough to admit that.
What's the name of the next Mortal Kombat game?
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Really? We had a Mortal Kombat 1. We had a Mortal Kombat 1. It was called Mortal Kombat. It came back out in the 92.
It's really weird because this is kind of a reboot sequel.
Yeah, I thought the 2011 one was a reboot. Now they're rebooting it again. I already knew they kind of figured this is where they lost the plot. When you pretty much lost the plot when you just resort to time travel.
Film. Of the 90s movie.
No, the 90s movie is its own continuity in a way.
Yeah.
Mike, Raquel has a question for you.
Oh God. No,
you don't want to know.
Raquel, you don't want to know. You don't want to know at all.
If you're really curious, Raquel, I'll DM you later on Discord.
Oh God, no. I'm trying to help you all. I'm trying to save you all. I'm trying to save your eyes.
I was subjected to that. Dear God, I've seen that thing. Dear gosh, it's even worse when you find out more context about it. And trust me, anyone else who is unaware, you don't want to know ever.
No. It's like when I was reading an article one time about somebody's interpretation of what Stan Lee would have done with DC characters, and I was trying not to show it, and I had some people saying, "Come on, Mike, show it." I don't want to show it. You guys don't need to see this. Let me suffer for all of you.
What about the Sailor Moon live action thing?
They already did that in Japan. It's like it was more like Toku. It was more like
Oh, he's not talking about the live action Japan Sailor Moon. Oh no.
That's more like a theatrical Broadway type Sailor Moon.
He's talking about one that Cash, myself, Fat Steven, Nerporial was there too.
That
DJ
one.
Ronnie G. Yeah, you know which one.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I found the clip. Yep.
Yeah.
And now Cash doesn't let me live it down. Cash be all like, "Oh, you love that shit."
Neither one of us let you live it down.
Said that, dude. Even though I heard your turtles ran away when that clip came on, so that's terrible.
All right, so Sega reviewing raising game prices to $70 while keeping an eye on market conditions. That pretty much tells you, yeah, we're gonna raise it.
Hopefully not.
Sega, I hope not too, Cash. But we see the way the gaming industry is going, and $70 looks like it's gonna be the future of games, and they're not worth $70. with how many bugs are in the games. And then you got to download DLCs to get the full context of the games being presented to you. I mean, really, who wants to pay more after they've spent $70 on a game?
I just got a Switch, and I mean the game I got recently, I got SpongeBob Rehydrated, and it was only like 20. I only got it for like $20 at my local Walmart. Games, but even though the game's a couple years old, it's not. Hell, I'd rather get ports of like. I'd rather go back and play older games.
Mm-hmm.
And newer games are not really worth it.
And I can understand Lenrod's point. You know, he's a collector and paid $70 for some games. But depending on what game it is, and if it still has its original packaging, and maybe it's never been opened, I can understand that.
Well, there were some games in the
for
90s
brand new games
on the Sega Genesis that were, and this is 90s, that were
it was Virtual Racing, and that flopped for Sega big time because of that price point.
Before the Sega CD, you know, I'm talking about the Sega Genesis.
That was Virtual Racing.
There was 3 or 4 games that they had,
and then there was Virtua Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah, those were.
It was ridiculous then, but nowadays, I mean, look when new releases come out. What that Gollum game came out today, I think it was $60. There's no DLCs or anything with it. $60.
Yeah, the Gollum. Yeah, we don't need a Gollum game.
I personally, myself, when it comes to gaming, because the prices go up, I wait.
Okay.
I wait.
Yeah,
okay.
and that's
real quick, guys. PACIFIC414 takes full responsibility for what you're about to see.
Oh no!
However, I will not cover your medical costs. I have just warned you. What you're about to see is traumatizing and should not be seen by small children.
Oh, I got her already too. Wow. Oh, this.
Oh yes, the one they tried to make with the one. Yes, they tried to make. Saban tried to make this. I remember this. Yes. Good thing they didn't. Again, Japan did this better, honestly. Like the live action one, they did it better.
That's not the whole story. It's the creepy smile.
It's creepy smiles, man.
It's the color shirts that's making him do that.
Oh yeah, the music. They try to make it.
Oh, that's
God.
Oh,
that is bad.
But it's okay. They got double wheelchair representation, not just one. They had 2. Like right over here. Yeah, see, look, right after this, there's going to be 2 wheelchairs, not one. See, that's representation right there. Okay, like, and they're both gingers, which I believe are also considered like a marginalized group. So you got 2 wheelchair enabled gingers.
But they're all smiling. It's fine that they're having fun, but they all have these weird smiles, dude.
I don't think she's here to save us, guys. I think she's here to kill us.
They copy and paste that girl in the wheelchair.
Again, this was the.
I think they did it.
I can say this was the 90s. This was
man. That animation still looks better than
a lot of animation you see today.
Yeah, it's a lost art. It's a lost art. It's a lost art.
Yeah, it is. It does feel that way.
It looks like heavy metal or whatever. That old.
That's 94.
Oh, again.
I'm trying to get the boob shot.
Lazy crap looking stuff that Winter Power has, and Thundercats Go, which I think only got a season.
They can message me on Discord. Sorry, multitasking.
People say they really like Steven Universe.
That was Cash.
I don't see the appeal of that show.
Yeah, people like that show. Yeah.
I remember I met a customer into that. I met a customer. She was a single mother, and she loved Steven Universe. She loved the idea of Dad and Chad.
Real quick, guys. Gap's got to go, but before Gap,
bye, guys.
Can't leave us.
Ends up going. Please.
It was the damn Sailor Moon. I called the ambulance. I gotta go.
Okay,
there we go.
That'll help you.
Oh God! Oh,
Oh
my! You did not need to see this.
You know what? Oh my God, you guys! Never mind. I'm leaving. Bye.
I told him not to.
Bye.
Cap, promote
Good thing
yourself.
you're getting out of here. Oh gosh.
I can't. I can't talk after seeing such. Jesus, my
Ladies and gentlemen, if you
God.
want to see good toy reviews, classic toy reviews, subscribe to Gap After Dark.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Okay, thanks, guys.
You're welcome, Gap. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, and congratulations again.
Thank you, brother.
Take care, Gap.
You are not doing a service. I gave you strict orders, Mr. Tag, not to display that image on screen.
Yeah,
and what
and
did
now-
you do?
and now-
You disobeyed my orders.
And now,
You're confined to quarters from here on in.
And now Raquel is probably traumatized now. And Gab and Raquel are now traumatized for this.
Well, they asked.
Just because they ask doesn't mean you have to show it to them.
Yeah. You never. The thing is, Baron, you always thought you could do it. You never stopped to think you should do it.
Well, see, I had the avatar.
Get the adults gone.
I had the avatar. Come on.
Yeah, that's all you need to show, Baron. You didn't need to show the whole freaking full image.
But Raquel needed to.
Baron. Baron.
I needed to.
Think of the
Baron.
children.
Yeah,
Think of the
needed to.
children.
You're gone.
All right. Sega is considering if they should raise the price of AAA games to $70, but tempering expectations depending on market conditions. And I'm watching. I'm watching to see if Baron pops back in. He's got the keys to the back door. Sega's Sammy Holdings held a Q&A with CEO Haruki. Yeah, go ahead, Phil. Go ahead. So Tommy and CFO Koichi Fukazawa.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I heard that, Phil, but I gave you permission. So, following their full year earnings this April, interestingly, Sega somewhat gave a stance on whether it would charge $70 for its games, as its competitors have, or rather $69.99. You might as well say $70. Come on.
Yeah.
In the global marketplace, AAA game titles for console have been sold at $59.99 for many years, but titles sold at $69.99 have appeared in the last year. We would like to review the prices of titles that we believe are basically consumer with price increase, while also keeping an eye on market conditions. Sega emphasized, while far from an outright yes or no, it sounds like Sega isn't against the idea. Yeah, like I said, it's a yes.
Hopefully
No.
not. Hopefully not, man.
Outlook not so good. That's just my opinion, though.
No, it's not, but hopefully not.
Yeah. It goes on to say Sega's most recent AAA titles, Persona 5 Royal, previously launched on PlayStation in 2020, Sonic Frontiers, and Like a Dragon, all retailed for $59.99. The $70 games trend began, whatever. Excuse me. Trend began with Take-Two Interactive. Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry about that.
See, you needed me. You needed me.
What can I say? I have the power. The $70 games trend began with Take-Two Interactive's NBA 2K21 and 2020. And other games gradually followed suit despite the cost of living crisis and economic downturn in recent years. Bloomberg's Olga Karif and Takashi Machizuki reported there was an industry-wide effort to raise game price to $70, being years in the making by executives. Some of these very executives spoke to Bloomberg, anonymously admitting they knew the move would be unpopular and that inflation and rising AAA game development costs would be cited as the reason for raising prices. Companies would allegedly not address the increased price, insisting pricing would vary by title instead.
I smell bullshit.
Yep. Nintendo was asked by Game Informer if The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom being $70 would be an ongoing trend. The spokesperson replied, "No, we determined the suggested retail price for any Nintendo product on a case-by-case basis." Meanwhile, Tweaktown argued that PlayStation game sales had reduced due to $70 price tags, a 39 million units drop compared to the prior year. Yeah, because nobody wants to pay $70 for a brand new current generation game.
No.
I would like to see a $70 game. Oh, Jedi Survivor is $70 worth of content. That's debatable, but
yes.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't seem you're getting more for less. You're getting less. You're getting less for more.
$70 should be for the super duper deluxe edition.
Yeah, for
should be, that's fine, but yeah, or get the super one for like $99 or find it cheaper on places like CD Keys or other places that
exactly.
Well, let's also talk about that. You had the $70 base game, and then they have a deluxe edition, or then they have a collector's edition.
Yep.
I mean, it's ridiculous. All I want is to be able to put the game into my system. I know with PC games anymore, it's all digital.
Right.
But I just want to be able to play the game on day one with no bugs and no issues. And the only issue I experienced with Resurgence last night was the fact that in 4 hours, I got to a part of the game where the game actually froze up on me. My controller stopped responding and I couldn't do anything. So I was like, okay, I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. It's time to stop. But that's the only bug I've run into with the game. But this article goes on to say, meanwhile, Tweaktown argued that PlayStation game sales had reduced due to $70 price tags, a 39 million units drop compared to the prior year. This was further justified by software revenue being at a record high for Sony, meaning gamers were buying less games but spending more on them. Right. Strauss Zelnick, chairman and CEO of Take-Two, pushed back in an earnings call this month, while one analyst reportedly highlighted that some $70 games had price cuts shortly after launch. Zelnick insisted we're not seeing a pushback on frontline price. And you know what I think? I think they are, but they don't want to admit it.
They are.
What we're seeing is consumers are seeking to limit their spending by going either to the stuff they really, really care about, blockbusters, or to value, and sometimes it could be both. And the good news is we have a bunch of blockbusters and we have a wonderful catalog. Wow, aren't you full of yourself?
Exactly.
I am.
I could say right now, $70 games aren't worth it. Yeah, I would like to play the new Legend of Zelda game, but I don't want to pay $70 for it.
That's why I'm trying to see if I can find that collector's edition for you, man. So I'm still working on it. See if
From what I hear, the Legend of Zelda game is worth it. If
I hear it can be. There has been stuff about accessibility, but once again, we need to be careful about wanting to tell companies to cater to everybody. That can be a nightmare.
Yes, and that's what happened. That's basically what people who are woke are all about. They want literally everyone to cater to every individual person's whim.
If there's more,
and that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
If there's more options in, if there's more options in button mapping, like if they actually put that in Zelda, yeah, that'd be fine. And even for people who are disabled, but once again, it's just like that whole thing where you start having articles about Dark Souls needing an easy mode. It's like
exactly.
No, you can't. No. We have to draw the line somewhere.
Hold on, Cash.
You
had to mention it, didn't you, Cash?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yeah. Good job, Cash.
You had to mention it. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is part of Pop Talk.
No.
Yes, this is part of the channel. But if you or someone you know is playing a game on easy mode, because
on stream especially,
they think it advances the story on stream, tell them to call this number you see on your screen right away. That number right there, 1-800-555-NOOB. That's 1-800-555-NOOB. Get your friend, your loved one, your coworker,
your enemy,
even your enemy, even your worst enemy, the help they need to play on a higher difficulty level by calling that number today. Not only am I the founder of 1-800-555-NOOB, but I'm also a client. Yes, I have my own shame to bear. You know, Baron.
Ooh.
My own shame is that when I first played Jedi Fallen Order, you know what I did on the final boss after dying over and over and over again?
You quit?
I didn't quit. I put the game in story mode.
That's worse than quitting.
What?
I put it in story mode.
All that effort, and then you did it at the end. Oh, dude.
You just don't do that.
I know, and I regretted it. That's why back in December of last year into January, I repented for my sinful ways. I went back to Jedi Fallen Order. I went through the whole game on Jedi Knight, and I beat the whole game on Jedi Knight. Why? Because there is no easy mode in life.
So you atoned for your sins.
Yes.
That's true.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I beat it twice on Jedi Master.
Same here. It's Jedi Master is the perfect is like the perfect balance. It literally even says that.
Yep, it is.
Has anyone played that new Jedi Survivor video game?
Yeah,
some people have. Crit has.
I haven't played it.
I have.
Mike has.
I don't have a PlayStation 5 or any next gen console.
Is it better than the original?
I guess some things are. It looks like the map is better. I'll say that.
Yeah, the map is better.
Fast
The
travel,
game-
lovely.
Yeah, I was going to mention the fast travel. The game itself would be better if it didn't have so many frame rate and input lag issues.
And
like it
Rancors.
does. Yeah. And I do know that somebody is trying to get in. Just hold on for a bit. And as soon as there's an open spot, I can let someone in. But EA has released now 5 patches for the game, and it's still a buggy mess. However,
how old is this game? And they have 5 patches already?
It's only been like
this
2 or
game
3
only
weeks.
came out, 3 weeks ago.
And 5 patches.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and here's another thing about it. They said that they were delaying it from its March 17th release to April of this year because they want to fine tune a few things, polish a few things. Well, EA, you screwed up. I've already mentioned this during my Jedi Survivor stream, but they screwed up.
You done effed it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they should have done what the developers of Star Trek Resurgence had done. They didn't just delay the game for a month. They delayed the game for almost a year because they weren't satisfied with what they had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that Cash and I have talked about many times in Discord. You know, these game developers, if you've got a problem with your game and you don't think it's good enough to be released to the general public on its original release date, it's okay to delay it.
Yep.
And
it is.
iron out those problems that the game's having.
Yeah, and there's always been some bugs, but not like this. It's terrible. And so, yeah, you can buy a console, but once again, even with a Xbox Series X or a PS5, where is all the excitement? That's what I'm waiting for. Where is all the excitement? Where is those 2 or 3, 4 games that makes you want to actually buy the console? I don't see it, especially if you have a PS4 or a Switch or a PC, or you have all 3. And you can afford that.
Yeah.
Well,
And like I said,
will say this: if it's only patches, and they're doing patches, companies have done far worse over the last 2 years.
Yes.
Amazon and New World released the game, and when they released New World, it was killing video cards, and they knew they had that issue. Didn't tell people, and people had to. What was it? The 490 and Vita cards. They were literally dying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not nothing new. The last couple of years, these companies put out a video game. If it's patches, I'd rather deal with patches. But when it kills your video card,
that's unacceptable.
That's
yeah,
really
exactly.
unacceptable. And that wasn't too long ago. New World just came out last year.
Yeah, in the case of Amazon, how can they be that rich and suck at capitalism so hard?
That's a good question.
Rings of power, buddy.
Most of these gaming
show.
companies, I mean, look, the $70 range is coming. I mean, everything that you were doing 2 years ago, the price has increased. There's nothing that you can do that's going to stop it from hitting the $70 level.
No, the only thing you can tell people is that just wait for a sale, because a lot of these games are just
that's
not
the
worth
best
it.
thing. You don't have to, unless it's a game you actually want.
Yes, I would say if you're going to buy it,
you can wait.
Right, and if
I mean, what was it?
Go ahead.
The first Jedi Fallen Order. You
Yes.
waited a year, you can get it for what? What was it? $10 by
Yep.
itself. If you
I
waited
mean,
a year.
the fact that Survivor also stutters, just like Fallen Order did, is just ridiculous.
But
And
as
I
far as,
thought
like-
they were going to use new technology for Jedi Survivor.
But as
Yeah,
far as these companies making this money, especially like EA, what's the biggest thing they have? It's John Madden. That's their biggest game. Every year there's a new John Madden. $50.
Yeah, there's all their sports titles. Yeah,
But Madden is still the king. That's a guaranteed cash cow. I mean, think about it. The only difference between this year's John Madden and next year's John Madden,
it's a
new
roster
roster.
update.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
roster
that's it.
update. There
They
may
were
be a
supposed
few little
to-
tweaks.
in 2003, they were supposed to. If you bought the 2003 edition, they were going to implement where you pay like $15 and it upgrades you to the 2004 edition. You didn't have to go buy a 2004 John Madden. But then they realized they were losing money.
I have to say this. I'm serious about this. I'm amazed. How long has it been since John Madden passed? But his name is so
it's been now at least a year or 2, 3 years.
I want to say a year, maybe 2 years now.
2 years.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think like these 3. But I mean,
I thought John Madden. I thought John Madden was long dead.
No.
It's been dead just a couple of years.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
But the fact that he's been gone, that his name is so synonymous and powerful with football.
Same thing with Tom Clancy.
Yep. And that's
Every
another
Ubisoft
thing.
game just slaps the Tom Clancy name on it.
Right. And that's another thing that, we have someone who did so much for football and even young men and whatever to help them through their lives. And then you have these idiots on Twitter or Facebook or whatever attacking the man who's passed away, just like Sean Connery, just like John Wayne. And it's like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Just like Stan Lee, I'm really worried about that documentary that Disney Plus is doing on Stan Lee. I'm very worried about that.
It's been almost a year and a half since John Madden passed away. He passed away December 28th, 2021.
Thank you, Pacific. And thank you, Captain Phantom Nerd. But yeah, this whole thing is these people complaining about it are go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's December 28th, 2021. Almost 2 years ago. Yep.
Okay.
You're Mike. Yep, Mike.
Yeah, but like I said,
there's 10 of you here.
That's right.
Yeah.
The most people streamer can hold.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to my point though.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole problem is that like the people who complain about this kind of stuff, people who complain about it. You have no idea the impact these people have done. Literally, like Stan Lee, he's had a massive impact on the pop culture zeitgeist. All these characters, they would not be well known if Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby did not create these characters. They would not exist, and they would not be in the pop culture zeitgeist.
Yeah, well, there's like the ongoing dispute, like with that. Like, did Stan Lee recreate Spider-Man? Did Steve Ditko? We all know, Steve Ditko is mostly the creator of Spider-Man. I like to think, both of them had a part in it.
Yes, they did.
In my opinion.
They all did. All three of them. Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and I mean, heck, again, you see a little. Even Peter Parker back in the original Amazing Spider-Man comics, he looks exactly like Steve Ditko, and J. Jonah Jameson looks like Stan Lee, or at least how people perceive Stan Lee to be back around that time. How and that's how he was created. They perceived him. That's how they saw him as they saw J. Jonah Jameson, like as they saw Stan Lee. He was just like him.
Yeah, I always thought that they looked alike.
Another one is Bob Kane, the creator of Batman, but it was both Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
Yeah.
Not just Bob Kane.
Yep. And Crit brings up, the fact that every release of Madden has been copy and paste, just like MLB The Show. That's been copy and paste. They might make a few upgrades here and there, add a new feature here and there, but it's been copy and paste. That's why again, I don't buy that series anymore.
Yeah, but that's the whole problem. They have the exact same thing. Like sports games, especially football games, they were everywhere back in. I mean, you had multiple different companies making their own football game. But now we have Sony signing exclusivity deal with the MLB, and the same thing with
actually that exclusivity, it doesn't exist anymore. They have to make MLB The Show for both the Xbox console and the Switch now.
Right. Which is fine.
I don't know. You guys are has anyone have seen the PlayStation Showcase today?
No.
I did not.
I was watching it with Bears, my friend Bear64, or I was watching him react to it.
Cool. They revealed like a copy of a Switch with real weird handles on the end of it.
Yeah, that PlayStation handle. They're trying to. No, again, Nintendo. Look. I mean, yeah, they already had their console. They had the PSP and the PS Vita.
Switch console.
Those were good systems, and they just squandered their potential back then.
That's true.
Seriously.
Right.
The Switch console. So that's what again?
Yeah, it was PlayStation trying to imitate the Switch console.
That's Switch again.
Yeah, like
How long was the showcase?
5 hours, I think.
It was like 5 hours. It was like maybe less than it, like a little over an hour.
Oh, maybe the version I was watching was 5 hours.
I think someone was just reacting to it, like IGN or something. I think you should watch them directly from PlayStation. I think.
That's Mike.
I'm trying to see if any of these news outlets have anything on that console right now. I'm just seeing things for Assassin's Creed, Mirage.
Alan Wake.
And I'm glad that the one thing, since it's set in the Middle East, you gotta get Sharita Ashtadlu to voice a character. Again, I love her voice. She just sounds so analytical when she speaks. If you don't know her, she's that. If you don't know who she is, she's the counselor lady in The Expanse. If for all you sci-fi fans out there.
Oh yeah, from Mass Effect 2, one of the.
She was.
DJ, are you spoiling the new Zelda game for people?
Mike?
Is that what you're doing?
Is that a concern? I mean, honestly, I could withhold.
I'm not sure. It's on. What do you think, Mike? Is he spoiling it?
I'm seeing more turtle.
Oh, okay. If there are going to be spoilers, let me just go ahead and put this card up.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
That Switch console I saw.
From me?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't got Tears of the King. I don't got Tears of the Kingdom.
Blue and red.
Yeah. Again, I don't mean to do this, but yeah, the same person who I was seeing the reaction, he actually sent me this Switch. I was trying to save up money to get a Switch for like the past year or so, but I had to sacrifice it in order to pay for to get my car fixed. So I thank him for that.
Yeah, I mean that's very generous. I don't.
Very nice.
But Mike, getting back to the pricing of games, there's very few games I can think of that people would buy $70 today. One would be if they release Elder Scrolls 6. That's guaranteed. People would buy it at whatever the cost.
Yeah, because people still stream Elder Scrolls.
That won't even have to be a Game of the Year edition. That's just a flat out first look. Back in 2011 when Skyrim came out, that didn't have the 3 DLCs, and that sold. Then 2 years later, they came out with the Game of the Year edition. People went, traded in their games, spent another $50-some, got the Game of the Year edition. That's been, I think, the 4th iteration I just got of Skyrim. It's the special edition that they charge, I think, on Steam. If you don't get it on sale, it's like $50-60.
It's been 4 or 5 versions of Skyrim,
and it's still
Bethesda needs to move on from that.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
And real quick, I do have somebody backstage who is trying to get in. Are there any volunteers, Brandon or?
Yeah.
We need Raquel.
I'll drop out for a little while. I can always pop in. So I'll proceed now.
Oh, I'm gonna miss a turtle.
He's gonna
we lost the nerd.
I was watching Zelda.
No.
I thought I was the nerd here.
We're all nerds.
That's true.
I have to say, like the PlayStation Showcase, it was hit or miss to me. But I'm kind of confused about why they copied the Switch. But
because again, these companies all want to keep saying that. Oh yeah, no, we don't see these guys as our competition. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, they definitely showed that card.
I mean, we saw that in the 7th Gen too. I mean, when the Wii sold a lot, you saw Xbox with the Kinect, and you saw the PlayStation Move. So yeah, you guys are trying. You guys are not trying to compete with each other. Oh, you so definitely were.
The king.
Remember the Kinect? What's up?
I would, besides
How's it going,
the
Craig?
footage, I am interested in getting those PlayStation earbuds. To be honest, that they showed.
Did they actually show a lot of?
Want some real earbuds? Get these. They're
Spider-Man
way better.
2 and Alan Wake
Yes.
2. I'm excited for.
Yeah, they look. Yeah, that
Alan
looks
Wake 2.
great.
Alan Wake.
But
was-
I found a video. I found a video that's only 53 seconds long. That gives a quick rundown of some of the things that they showed.
Yeah,
Okay.
Project. Yeah, it's called Project Q. Is what it's called. Project Q Continuum.
Budgets and showcase, accessories, sneak peek.
A dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller.
Wow. Get off Nintendo's job.
We look forward to sharing more information. in the
Exactly.
near future.
See.
I'm also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds.
Oh, yes,
which will
the
bring
earbuds.
next generation audio immersion to PS5 and PC.
Yeah, those
will
might be
simultaneously
cool.
connect
Yeah,
to
yeah.
smartphones via
They do look
Bluetooth.
cool, though.
New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing.
Man,
Look out for more details soon.
Nintendo should sue them for copyright. That is a
That,
jack.
look, you pick up the Vita or even the PSP, and it didn't have that exact design, but that
Exactly.
with the handles kind of thing.
It
Ooh,
looks
that
exactly
is-
like a Switch.
Yeah, it
Yikes.
does. Like,
We made
I'm not really sure about the handles at the end. It's too
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks awkward as hell.
Yeah, it does. But I would definitely get those earbuds though, for sure.
those are pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, you knew they were going to copy. I mean, it's the nature game. Someone sees how the Switch is doing. It's like, hey, we could do something similar to that. That's always been that way.
Man, that is shameless. Like, oh my god.
I heard somebody say they should sue PlayStation or Sony. That's not going to happen.
No.
Sony has the gaming industry technically.
Jax, why you holding?
I don't want to say by the balls, but
That
they
is
do.
a PSP, everybody.
Because every copy, when you get a hard copy of a game, even still today, it is a Blu-ray. Sony won the war between Blu-ray and HD disc.
That's in 2006 when HD DVD versus Blu-ray.
And so when Sony won that, that means anytime someone puts a movie on a disc and they sell it, like at Best Buy, your games, which is few and far between now because everybody's getting off the disc, but that's Sony. They get a cut for every game printed and put on that disc.
What about 4K?
They won't bother them. Trust me.
No,
They won't
What-
affect them. No way.
One smart thing that Fortnite is doing, of course, is the events. You've got the anime stuff. They
Yeah.
know what's
Yeah.
going on there. You've got
They've already
Star
spent
Wars.
money.
I
They've
hate
already spent money, and so did Apion, I'm sure.
They got me. Oh yeah, they got me good. They hit my
I
wallet.
hate-
Damn game.
I hate the fact that the next generation coming up are always gonna think, oh, that character's from Fortnite.
Mike,
It's possible
kid.
you might think
Kid,
that.
kid,
but-
don't
It
just
might,
I'll be right
it
behind
might
you.
happen that way, but another thing is because of how popular anime is, everybody's trying to cash in on that trend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can tell you why. Because look at all the stupid propaganda we see nowadays in the Western entertainment. That's why. And we don't really have that with anime. But there is a main concern though. They don't really necessarily. There's no problem with the sub, but there could be a problem with the English dub.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yep.
But yeah, dub. Yeah, but the reason why people prefer doing dubs because they don't like to read.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
pity
me.
them.
I think you should enjoy both. There can be
I
good
enjoy both.
dubs and there can be good
Personally,
subs.
I agree, yeah, definitely.
Personally, Cowboy Bebop's English dub is perfect.
It's really good.
One of the things that's nice about the dub is you're too busy reading the subtitles sometimes to really enjoy the wonderful artwork that was done on with the animation and such. So that's why I like to have a good dub instead in that case. But
Agree.
But if the
Just
story's
how
better,
fluid the animation is too.
yeah. I mean,
When your eyes are at the bottom of the screen instead of at the stuff in the middle,
Mhm.
because you're constantly having to look down there.
Right. So I like it, but if the dub is bad, then obviously go to the subtitle because get the pure story, how the story's supposed to be without BS.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is wonderful in dub. Like that, all the
It
voice
is.
actors are great. They're great. They all give it amazing effort. And then they'll use the original Japanese all the stuff, but then just put the English voice acting in there, so they don't change all the other good stuff that you want to see.
I recently watched Dragon Ball Super Hero just recently, and I thought it was great.
Piccolo, put some respect back on Piccolo. Dude got sidelined.
I mean, I just bought my second manga not too long ago.
Oh, what? Really? What's
Yeah,
one
Go
was that?
13. Go 13.
I am not familiar with that.
Oh, it's a good series. It's been around since 1960.
Real quick, everyone. Jet Sparks has to go real quick, so I want to give him a chance to promote his channel. And... Sorry, I hit remove instead of enlarge. Sorry, my bad.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I'm just put me in the back real quick.
I'm not putting you in the back.
Yeah. Strut your stuff, man.
Backstage pass.
Come on.
We're not
Spotlight's on you now.
No.
Go ahead and promote your channel, man.
Okay. Well, if you want me to just chill out for now, well, listen. Yeah, I already got finished doing Mass Effect. I'm probably thinking about trying to do a sort of like in-depth discussion about lightsaber combat at some point in the future. But mostly, I've kind of been taking a break from YouTube so I can focus on trying to write and whatnot. Maybe I might do a writing stream at some point in the near future, maybe. But again, I got other stuff, like more personal stuff I got to deal with in the next couple weeks or so. So just look through the back catalog of all my videos. I even have like old montages I've done. So go check those out. Share them out to everybody you can, and just share out all my stuff. That's all I can say. Everybody here, just share out my stuff.
All right. Definitely will. And I just put the link in the chat, and I will definitely put your link in the description. I always try to make sure I put everybody's link in the description.
Because again, you can already tell I actually had a window to do some laundry, so I got to go pull all that stuff away.
Okay. Well, if you get a chance to hop back in, Jet, please do.
All right. See you guys. Peace out.
Later, Jet.
All right.
Take care, Jet.
See ya.
So he's going out and doing a cash on us. I got the laundry to do. These people. I'm kidding, Jet.
Now I'm on the big screen. I don't want to be on the big screen.
I don't want to be on the big screen either. I know it's your show, but jeez.
All right. So if anyone does want to hop in, we do have an open spot. And
no, not this troublemaker.
We have the Dork Knight. Welcome, Dork Knight.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Well, it depends on which coast you're on.
Today, aircraft from here and around the world will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have... Did you guys not... Nobody knows this speech? Mankind?
Yes.
Like, do you guys know? Okay. That word should have new meaning for us today.
Independence Day quite a lot.
Dude, I don't know why. I've been on this weird kick. Fuck, man. I love that speech. I've probably watched that speech like 100 times in the last 4 days. It's crazy.
And this is actually the first time you and I have been able to chat. I've seen you on Pop Culture Minefield, and I've seen you, of course, on Twitter, but this is the first time we've actually been able to chat.
And I'm going to make an effort to get back over there now that things are getting a little bit more normal there, Danny.
I think I'm getting. I missed one show. Literally, I missed one show. I think I'm fired. I think I'm getting fired. Like I don't know what's going on. So we'll find out. But I still love Gary and the guys. So it's not.
What's that?
Or go ahead.
What's that picture?
This is actually from One Piece. Chris.
I thought it was One Piece. It looked like One Piece.
Show him the
that's
other image I sent. The
All right.
Netflix version.
Give me a second, Crit.
We have whale sighting.
We won't go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
Such a great speech, man.
It is, right? I wish we had a real president like that.
I mean, really, like, give us one like that.
Just fucking one, man.
I will follow them to the breach. I will go. Let's go.
We're going
Lead me, my captain.
to survive. Going to live on.
Crit, I'm only seeing that one image.
Post the link.
I want Randy
the
Quaid
Netflix
for
version.
Yeah, like I want the Randy Quaid meme whenever I come into the stream.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
I want that. That's my intro. That's my intro clip.
So, you know what's funny? This is probably going to be like embarrassing to admit, but I did not know there was a sequel to that movie until 2 days ago. Literally. Yeah, I did not.
Please tell me you haven't
relation.
Put your eyes on it, please.
No, I watched it yesterday, and it just ruins. No, it just ruins the first movie. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not really sure if the live action One Piece is gonna do that well.
Dork, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, go watch Santa Inc. if you can find it. 2 episodes.
You're a cruel bastard, Cash. You're a cruel bastard.
It was like, hey, let's check this out. Or Everest Productions. They said, okay. Oh gosh, it really is as horrible as they said it is.
Dude,
I did Cash on.
Sorry.
I did that on purpose.
I watched the sequel, like literally, it was yesterday. And they tried to have a recreation of the inspirational speech moment with the guy who became president after everybody else died, and he was doing the speech. But his, like, I'm sorry, man. To this day, and I can prove it. You play that fucking Bill Pullman speech, I get goosebumps. My hair stands up. I choke up a little bit. It takes everything in me not to cry.
Oh, easily one of the best movie speeches ever delivered.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
Lord Crit is here. And Dark Knight LB.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And speaking of Dark Knight, I know you're a wrestling fan.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a wrestling person.
Let me ask you, as someone who is currently watching the current product, whether it be WWE or AEW, what are your thoughts on wrestling as it is today?
Oh, man. Okay, no, sorry, guys. And I hope this doesn't. Cody Rhodes is the gift that keeps on giving. He's the best thing that's happened to wrestling in 20 years, easily. I love everything with it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the storyline with Cody Rhodes right now. He's definitely losing to Brock Lesnar on Saturday, but they've protected him because of the whole broken arm thing. I think I'm telling you now, I'm calling it here. Cody Rhodes is going to win Money in the Bank. He's going to call his shot. He's going to challenge Roman because of the brand split, and they're on different brands. He's going to challenge Roman at SummerSlam ahead of time with his Money in the Bank. And I think Cody's going to beat Roman. And then I think Cody and Brock will have their third match because they're going to be because Cody won the first one. Cody's going to lose this one Saturday. I'm sorry. But he's going to win the third one. And it'll just be like so good.
Man,
I'm actually really into it.
Years. I used to be the biggest Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Oh my god! I still have a phone middle finger.
You used to be a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan? What?
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Stone Cold was the man.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Stone Cold Stunner pours the beer on himself.
I didn't pour the beer down myself. I drank a beer, 2 beers, 3 beers.
I hadn't watched. Yeah, I hadn't watched wrestling in so long, but recently, like I went on YouTube or something and was watching old Royal Rumbles and stuff. It was epic because I was watching ones I didn't remember who won.
Dude, Royal Rumble.
Oh, good time.
Like Royal Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view. Like, what do you guys like?
Yeah, you're getting your money's worth. Big
It's
time.
so good. Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good pay-per-view.
Who's your favorite wrestler? We got all of them here. They're all going to be in the ring.
Yeah. Dude, I did this reaction video. It's on my channel. You guys, it's like youtube.com/dorknightlv. And when Booker T, so the last Royal Rumble that happened 4 months ago took place, and Booker T came out, and I'm a huge Booker T fan.
I used to like Booker too.
I had a meltdown like a chick at a Beatles concert, and I had no shame about it. I was like, fuck it, and I put that clip on my channel because I was like, oh god, it's gotta be so good.
Was it Sweet Chin Music? Was it? No, that was the other guy.
That's Shawn Michaels.
That was Shawn Michaels' kick.
Yeah.
I used to love Booker T. Goldberg.
Booker T did the bookend and the Spinaroonie and yeah.
I used to love those guys. Sting was like straight out of The Crow.
Yeah.
With his baseball bat. Oh, there's some good times. Back when they were WCW still, before they had the merger.
Hey yo. It's not wow.
Actually,
I'm actually wearing
if
an
you want me
Undertaker
to.
shirt. I just
Undertaker.
I can play.
Clip, Dork.
Scott Hall.
Hey,
Oh, that was great. Thank you.
I used to love Undertaker and Kane's rivalry. Like those dudes would bury each other, like buried alive matches.
Dude, man, they did so many. They did the one where the ring was fucking on fire. Remember that one? Yeah. Like that was.
They did one with Vader, and I think they also did one with Kane.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anybody here or in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the only match I ever saw in WWE where the fucking ring was on fire was between Undertaker and Kane. I'm pretty sure that was the only one. It was literally like, and then when they'd hit the ropes, the fire would like go like that's crazy to me.
Didn't one of them like choke slam the other like through the ring one time too? Like the ring collapsed in on itself. From like a choke slam, like one.
I think he went through the ring. There was a Paul White, Brock Lesnar match where the ring collapsed.
Oh, that might have been what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, man. I used to love wrestling. Man, I used to get so hyped for pay-per-views. My parents hated that.
Look,
oh my god, another $30-$40.
So, dude, I'm telling you. Appion, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
All right. So you gotta just watch this Saturday show. I'll give you my Peacock login. Like it's gonna be good. It'll get you back. It'll draw you back in.
Peacock's got them all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll admit, Danny, there was a time I tried watching AEW, thinking it might be a nice alternative to WWE, and it did start out that way. But then they started doing things that WWE has done, TNA has done, WCW.
ECW was my shit.
I was supposed to be at MGM Grand watching Dynamite right now, because it's here in town, like 10 minutes from me, but. I don't know, man. Like, I don't like.
What's date anyway?
Huh?
You don't like
what's this date?
No, I just know. Well, I don't like the direction AEW is going. Like, I'm not a big. To quote Jim Cornette, the twinkle toes and the Hardly Boys just don't do it for me. You know what I mean? And they're like, they're what AEW is all about right now. So, and Moxley. It's almost like Jesus, man. Like if you made a drinking game out of him bleeding in a match, you wouldn't make it through a fucking AEW show. It's ridiculous.
They keep extra fake blood capsules and everything for
something.
him.
Yeah, something. I don't know, man.
Well, also Tony Khan always saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a big announcement. This is going to be happening." And
what's he doing?
Enough, Tony? Enough.
Mankind would always bleed too. Mankind would always get busted.
Oh wow! Hold up. Let me see. You know what? I got a lifeline to Mankind. I'll be right back. Let me get him.
Where you go?
Cactus Jack, Dudley Do Right. I loved all the other
Mick
personalities.
Foley.
Yeah, he had
Mike?
other personalities, and he'd stick that dirty sock in your mouth.
Mike?
What a move!
Yes, Brandon.
Go for it.
Dark Knight. What was that drink Dark Knight was drinking?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him when he comes back.
Lord Crit is muted.
Oh yeah.
There's no.
Yep.
There's no.
Am I?
Policy can go. What?
Are you trying to say that I would just bleed like John Moxley just to bleed? No.
Hey, got all the mannerisms and everything.
Every time I bleeded in the ring, it was earned. It was for you, the fans.
So good.
That is great.
Love it. Oh yeah, with the hair and everything. Oh my god.
With the hair, the mask, and how there were times he would just sit in the corner of the ring and just start rocking.
John Moxley, I challenge you to a match in a Hell in a Cell, and I promise you'll bleed for the last time. Have a nice day.
Hell yeah. The mask and all the mannerisms were perfect. That was legit.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. I mean, like yeah, but he's gone now, so we're good.
You gotta hide in your place there, man.
That was awesome.
That was. I still think Cactus Jack is my favorite persona of his, though. When he would become Cactus Jack, Wild Man.
You know, I actually the cool thing about the Mankind thing is I have the mask right here, and I can actually just do that whenever. I do have the flannel cutoff and the wanted tee. No, that's Dude Love. I have
that's his name.
Yeah, I have the red and black flannel with the sleeves cut off, and the wanted poster of Cactus Jack, and I'll do Cactus Jack sometimes. But that's way more work. I got to go to the other room. I got to get dressed. You know, so the mask is way easier. So.
Yeah, way easier. Cool, man.
You got to go to that room. You got to find that barbed wire baseball bat.
Right. All the goodies.
Don't. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll be back.
Oh,
all right.
Here we go.
We done got him started.
Yeah, what's he gonna go?
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do have the barbed wire baseball bat, but I won't like.
Nice.
I'm waiting for you to get your porn stash back.
So here's the thing, Baron. I don't know if you. That was Baron, right? That said that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you heard, but my CC left me a week ago.
Oh no.
And and I've been kind of like boo-booing, like don't look at my I've deleted most of the embarrassing tweets, but I've been like way too public about the shit I'm going through. And she doesn't like my beard. And so I am not shaving again until like I get a new woman who says shave. Yeah, like I'm just gonna let my beard grow back out. So, and because I exude testosterone, and I'm not trying to be like, no, I know, Baron, I know. You give me 4 weeks, bro. My beard will be that big. I guarantee it.
Yeah, Baron is actually another Gandalf, if you didn't know, Dork. You shall not pass. In this case, yeah.
No, I had a ZZ Top beard. So I'm here in Vegas. I was known as Fat Beard for like a decade because I was, the big fat 400-pound jolly fucker with a ZZ Top beard. I had a really long beard. But then 2016, I had a heart attack, and they fucking cut most of my beard off for whatever reason. I woke up with like 3/4 of my beard missing, but I was alive, so I couldn't, like whatever, And I was, yeah. But I'm not gonna shave. Like that's my decision. Now that I'm single, I'm gonna let the beard grow, and we'll see how it goes. you know.
Mike,
Yes, Brandon.
my beard gives me sores. That bunch of
What? That's not good. No,
No,
beard-
that's not good at all.
Yeah.
I have a
no.
different skin than you. I don't think I say that the other day. I also get sores.
So
Yep.
here's the thing. I don't know about you guys. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest. When I was a kid, I had a problem with acne. You know, because my face just exuded fucking oil. And the crazy thing is like when I had my beard, I think that actually helped it. You know what I mean? Because I just naturally I had beard oil. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So like,
When I grew up, I had pimples all over my face, and then there just came a point where I'm growing a beard. I don't care.
you know what's worse than that, man? Is when you get pimples on your dick. I think they call that herpes. That's no.
Whoa.
Wow, that's
Great.
there.
Come on. Hey, that escalated quickly from Anchorman. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Yeah. It is perfect timing. But you know what? No, I'm doing this.
I was actually kidding. I don't know if that's a true fact or not. But it sounded funny. So.
It's fake news.
Oddly specific.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
Your birthday was a long time ago. And you never did tell you your age on that video.
Who, me?
Yes.
I told you my age Sunday after the stream.
45?
Yes.
No, I'm 44. I'm 44. I don't know who you're talking to. I'm 44. So
He's talking to me, Danny.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
That's almost middle-aged.
No. Well, I feel middle-aged, but thank you.
I'm 22. I'll be turning 20.
Oh, wow, you're younger than my fucking son. That's awesome.
Doesn't make you feel old.
Dude, you know, like, yes, it does make me feel old. Thank you. Especially because so my girl broke up with me a week ago. I was at the bar 2 nights ago, and I was just like, like, maybe I still got it. I tried. And I was talking to this chick, and she told me she was 23. And I didn't say this to her, but in my brain, I'm like, fuck, she's younger than my kid. I left. I just left. I was like, fuck, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
You said 44.
I'm 44. My son is 24. And the chick I was talking to was 23.
22
and
times 44.
Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. I'm just saying. I was just like,
22 times 2 is 44.
Yep.
Dude, I don't know about you guys. Like, I feel creepy if I'm flirting with a chick who ends up being younger than either one, younger than my son, or two, is not legally old enough to rent a car. And those two things make me feel creepy. I don't know why.
I don't know if she's. You have a son though too, so it might feel weird.
I have 2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh wow.
They range in age from 24 to 14. Yeah. Did I see? What was that? I saw like you. Something about tickle ass. I don't know. You had something up for a second.
Yeah. Spartacus being a smart ass.
Oh, okay.
Ozzy, Chris, can you be more specific?
No, don't. Please.
So normally, Baron, I really appreciate you doing it. So normally I have a stream that I do today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow should be fine. But I've had a lot of like all my personal issues. Like today I had some like legal fucking shit I had to deal with, so I couldn't be on my stream today. But I was like bummed because I this might sound weird, but I love like the camaraderie, the nerdism, whatever it is, like the you know what I mean, the culture of doing something like this. And I was really like, so I got home because I was telling Mike, the salty trekker, all day. I was like, hey man, like as soon as I get home, I swear to God, like I'll hop on, just wait for me. And he couldn't wait for me because it took me too long. And but you were on and you had a link. And thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Actually, it's Mr. Mike here because he's actually on his channel just simulcasting on mine.
Shit. Hey, Mike, I don't put your link either in the private or public chat. I'll chat. I don't think I know you. I'm here because of Baron.
Like I said, I've only seen you on Pop Culture Minefield, and
yeah, I've heard of you.
Only watched you through that. And
well, no, that's the thing, man. Like it's like for 10 years, I've been called the Kato Kalin of YouTube by several. Yeah, no, it's just like because it's like I don't promote. Like I literally have maybe I think 120 subscribers on my channel, but I've been a guest for 10 years on so many channels that have tons of subscribers, but I'm just too stupid to like monetize it myself or whatever. I don't know, but that's not why I do this. I do this because I'm a social, but what is my therapist says I'm a people pleaser.
Oh, okay.
Which is apparently not a good thing, but whatever. I like people. I like people,
Well,
man.
You gotta like people when you're doing this. Most importantly, have fun. I mean, as Mike was sitting back saying, he's doing it, I'm doing it. A lot of us are doing it just for the fun. If we go somewhere, we go somewhere.
Yeah, man.
It's all about bringing that entertainment factor to people, and it's good to even give advice to people. It's like, why do people want to listen to you? But you give advice.
So I got a question, guys. So my buddy Mike, who I've known since '97, we went to college together, so I've known him since '97, and he was telling me, because he's like, hey man, you love to do podcasts and like live streams and blah blah blah. You should like do a thing telling people about all the shit you're going through because it might help somebody.
It might.
Well, part of me is like, well, yeah. The other part of me is like, well, no. I don't know what. So to be I'm pretty sure Baron knows. The others of you probably don't. So I'm going through a lot of. I'm an alcoholic, and I don't shy away from that. Like I don't want to. Like I'm one of those dudes who simply cannot drink, and I try to, so I smoke weed, I try to satiate whatever need I have for that is. I try, and I fail a lot, with what I'm going through. But my buddy Mike was like, a lot of people might need to hear like that. What do you guys think? Should I just say fuck it and just be like brutally do like a stream?
If you feel comfortable with it, man, go for it.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It all depends on the comfort level.
Exactly.
How much you want to tell them.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
I can't say bad words at all.
Well, I understand you can't say it, but I have no problem with people saying it on the channel because I've done so myself.
Oh, am I not supposed to cuss on your show?
No.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine, Danny. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You should hear me, Danny.
shows the percolator bong. He like.
I can cuss up a storm pretty good.
I cuss all the time, man. My bad.
Yeah, like I said, you're fine. I'm not gonna stop people from cussing on the stream when I do it myself. Like I said, if you watch that Jedi Survivor stream where I'm fighting the Rancor,
oh boy,
you'll hear it.
Have you tried to fight the green frog? That got me cussing like a storm. Oh my god,
gotten to that part yet.
Oh yeah.
All right. So like. Actually,
Spoiler.
I'm gonna fill the room here. Like, I'm pretty sure Baron agrees with me, but it was pretty effing ridiculous that like Boba Fett was riding a Rancor at the end of this show, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so but because that happened, I almost expected to see what's her name, Bo-Katan, riding the Mythosaur at the end of
Well, they set it up. They set that up, and then they just didn't do it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
No, you're right. I was with you. I was expecting that totally.
The Mythosaur, no, it was foreshadowing Lizzo's appearance in the show.
Dude, I got can't. Okay. I used to be fucking 400 pounds. All right, so fuck all you fat asses that want to give me hate. I tweeted. I took it down. I literally had, and I'm happy to show it. It's on another stream. It's on Salty Trekker stream. I'm happy to share my screen with. I had a friend fucking email me like a bullet point list of shit, like just like telling me why I was a garbage human because I made a tweet about Lizzo being a horrible influence on humanity because she's fucking fat, and I used to and I actually thought I was trying. I literally was like trying to be like helpful about it, you know what I mean? Because like I was 400 pounds in 2016. I had a fucking heart attack. I have nobody. I have no genetic history like that should not have happened. It happened because I was overweight. So I was trying to make a point of like being overweight is not like we need to stop like glorifying. Or what do they call it now? Body
positive.
Yeah, like that's bullshit, dude. No. There's healthy and there's unhealthy.
Sports Illustrated model should not be overweight.
It's amazing to me that we put Lizzo on the cover of a magazine and said this is what's considered healthy.
Dude,
I'm sorry, not sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's what I'm saying. But I got murdered. I literally got murdered on Twitter for trying to have. I really, from my point of view, I was trying to have like a poignant, helpful, like educational, like whatever tweet, because as someone who's been through it, and dude, I got fucking murdered. I had a friend in real life, Crystal. Fucking, she's like pissed at me. She will not ever. She'll probably never talk to me again. Over, yeah, it's like
she's irrational, dude. Who needs those people in your life? I know
exactly.
Hurts, but
yeah.
Mike.
Yes, Brandon.
Those back, like my mom will ground me for eternity for saying cuss words.
And you don't have to say cuss words, Brandon. Those of us here on the panel who do, will suffer whatever consequences there are, which there aren't any because I don't care if somebody does or doesn't say cuss words on the channel.
We have this, the perfect one.
Do you see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Dang it, Larry! I told you, Larry.
What's the movie waiting for anyway?
For the Big Lebowski, it's rated R.
That's reason.
Yeah.
I know.
Say the F word a lot.
Oh yeah,
I have an announcement.
That's what's given the R rating.
We get Orca Boys.
We have an announcement. Bring me up.
Then Lord Crit.
Bring me
up. Wait a minute. Lord Crit. What sort of announcement is this?
A screening announcement.
Oh, really?
Lord Crit.
A development announcement.
Okay.
Okay.
Do tell.
Do too.
Bring me up. Beam me up, Scotty.
You want me to beam you up? I can play the sound effects and then I'll blow you up.
Can you say to him?
What's Alice eat or drink to get big in Alice in Wonderland? Give me one of those. drink me, eat me. I don't know.
Whoa!
No, red
hold
alert!
on, man.
Red alert!
No.
All right.
Captain Club.
So this I got some Oscar-winning writers, Grammy Award-winning actors. I got award season's coming, an Oscar. I smell it. So
okay.
Yes, PACIFIC414 Pacific Mike. I think you won an Oscar for best supporting actor, didn't you? I know Phil McCracken
this is news to
Where is
me.
it going? Yeah.
Phil McCracken won a Golden Globe, but my movie is about done, and I'm going to do a screening on the 6th. It is here. After a year of working on it, it is finally here.
Is this a particular movie where a couple of people who are currently on this panel provided some voiceover work?
And yes, and
Did I do some
these
voiceover
certain
for this? I can't remember.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't get in there. Sorry about that.
I thought you did, Baron. I'll fix that. I'll fix that real quick. But yes, the Revitalize is about done, and I'm going to screen the movie, or at least what I got done, on the 6th, even if it's not finished. But
nice.
Way to be like a video game, Chris. How many patches?
Yes, it's unfortunately the full movie won't come out till December 2024. I can't, but I'm gonna have a Q&A about it anyways. I'm just kidding, but it's coming out next month, fully on YouTube. If you missed the screening, and we'll probably talk about it on Pop Talk. I forget. I won't be able to join Pop Talk anymore because of my schedule. But I will hear you guys talk about it and give your thoughts.
What are you talking about, Crit?
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Unfortunately, I will, for the foreseeable future, I will not be able to join either Sunday or Wednesday panels anymore. That's also an announcement because I got a full-time job. So,
well, congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yeah. Good job, man.
I'm sure you'll do great at Hardee's.
Yes, I'm going to be cleaning the shitters every day. So,
that's good work. That's good work.
Yeah, but yes, the movie. It's. I can tell you, it's 3 hours long, and just sit back and enjoy. And can't wait to hear the Oscar-winning performances from such people as Phil McCracken and Mike, and Cash Money as the Oscar-winning role of Bartender 1.
Ooh, big role for him.
I hear Bartender 1 plays a very prominent role.
He does. He gets Ray drunk.
Let me ask the director and producer of Revitalize. Does the chin have a scene by itself?
I'm not really into it that much.
Greatest chin ever.
The chin. No, he is blue though.
He's blue. All right.
I also want to say I couldn't do this in live action because there's guidelines. So sorry. I also, there's a lot of legal limbo. I've been to these meetings, and they're very strict. So no, Phil McCracken can't act, so he couldn't make it, and I told him to cancel his airfare to, just giving me his voice, and he gave me his voice. Can't see Phil act and cry on camera.
Phil doesn't have a soul.
Yeah. He doesn't know this is a ginger.
He comes from Delaware.
Well, why do you think on his channel he says, "I hate you all"?
Yeah, he does.
And he says it with a smile.
Because he needs it. It gives him warmth.
But Phil's a good dude.
Mike?
Yes, Brandon.
You're probably one of my favorite users of all time.
Oh, what about everyone else here? They're all great users too.
My favorite users are these people right here. Lord Crit.
Yes.
I'm not really that much into Star Wars.
That's okay.
I usually play with the favorite
There are people that enjoy it though.
What's Star Wars?
Not a lot of people like Star Trek either.
What's Star Trek?
I don't really care for Star Trek either.
I went most of my life not watching Star Trek, but I'm really glad I started watching it recently. I've really been enjoying it.
Let me ask you, Apion, have you gotten into DS9?
No, I finished the original series, all 3 seasons, and I watched all the movies.
In the 60s.
Yeah, they're all on like Paramount, so it was easy to watch.
There's a Phil Mason version from the 70s from Phil Mason.
We do have a special preview of Mike's scene from the movie. It's an Oscar-winning performance. So.
Let's see.
All right, we will watch this, and then I think we will end the stream after we watch this.
We're gonna be seeing this.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Holy Baron.
No sign of her, sir.
And that's the scene. So that was very, give a round out. Yeah.
Dude, you did all the animation yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mike's scene is so you cry.
No sign of her, sir.
So it's like it's
good.
The next Kubrick. I know, right?
Yeah.
And yes, I did do everything, and Phil did voice.
Badass.
Well, he did voice a character too.
That's a lot of work, man. 3 hours too. Wow.
Was you a Bantha?
My goodness.
Bantha.
Jawa?
No King Kong Rancor. I know, right? Disappointing. No Lizzo.
But real quick, Crit. Thank you for asking me to voice the line, and I tried to record it a couple of different ways, just so you had different takes. And I figured, well, he'll either tell me I need to redo it, or he'll select one of the recordings that I did that suits it best.
Yeah, you did a great job. I think everyone did a great job, and I can't wait to see. Again, I've been working on this a year. It's finally done. Happy to finish it. I know a lot of people hate the sequels. This is not like the crap you saw. This is my version of how I would have done it.
This is new crap. This is quality crap.
Yeah, quality crap.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here for the stream. Not only for PACIFIC414 Pop Talk, but also for celebrating 400 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without any of you who are here. I mean, Baron, thank you very much, brother. Cash, thank you. Captain Phantom Nerd, I appreciate it. Brandon, with the 3 shout-outs that you've done for me, thank you. And I trust me, you don't need to do any more shout-outs. 3 is enough. Thank you very much. Apion, I'm happy to have met you, and the way I met you was through Fat Steven, so thank you to Fat Steven and Nerdporial, Spock's Friday Nights, 24, Fusion Media, Stone Loki, everybody who's ever been on the channel, ever stopped by the channel. Kathy Skywalker comes to mind, Leia Rose comes to mind, Magitech Max. So many to thank. Of course, Raquel, thank you very much for stopping by. And Chris, thank you. And also, Danny, thank you for stopping by the stream. Greatly appreciate it, brother. So, at this time, I will ask each and every one of you to plug your channels. And I will start with Apion.
Oh, all right. Hello. My channel, I have a lot of movies and TV show reviews, and then I stream video games, and then I have a video series that I've been doing with my buddy Rocco the Brave called Two Guys Talking, where we talk about different things. And right now we're covering all the Star Wars movies in order. So we're currently finishing up Revenge of the Sith that I'm editing, and then we have more we're gonna go through with New Hope and beyond.
Very
That's
nice.
it. Thank you.
Very nice. And of course, tomorrow you're going to be joining myself and Baron, along with Troy Pacelli, for the Star Wars stream.
Hell yeah,
And
I'm all down for that.
I also want to thank, and I didn't forget about you, Jet Sparks. I do want to thank you for hopping on the panel and being a great supporter of the channel. Thank you very much. All right, Raquel, if you'd like to promote your channel.
I do hangouts and do art hangouts as well, and I also do gaming stuff on my gaming channel as well. Need to get back into that, but yeah, that's what I have for the moment.
Okay. And moving on to our next guest, Brandon. Go ahead and promote your channel.
Well then, I do premieres on Saturdays, and my openings and closings are back. And I do openings and closings about a certain character. This Saturday's premiere will be Pop Goes the Weasel with Falkwood Leghorn.
All right.
I do Million walkthroughs, and I'm almost out of users to give stars to.
That's all right. Every day there's more and more people signing up on YouTube, creating channels. I know we'll all discover them at some point.
I do a star to multiple different users, and one I already did put some brand new users.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually send my user friends pictures on my community tab.
Okay.
Yep. There'll be some changes to my channel in June.
All right.
Yep.
What kind of changes?
It'll be on my community tab once it's around that time.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome. You're an awesome user.
Thank you, Brandon. I really appreciate that.
I'm going to be turning 23 in October. They used to do a panel for me on my 23rd birthday.
Well, I'll have to see what I'm doing at that time, because October is still a long ways away.
Oh, it's only May. And Blu-ray thing comes out next week called Looney Tunes Collector's Choice Volume 1.
All right. Okay, so anything else, Brandon?
Subscribe and hit the notification. You need to guys subscribe to hit the notification bell.
Okay.
Yep. I have over 1,200 subscribers.
Very nice.
Yep. I did premieres on Saturdays between either the afternoons or evenings. So I mainly do videos to my best friends on YouTube. About the favorite character. Then I do an opening and closing featuring your favorite character all week.
Oh, very nice.
And what's your favorite anyway?
Yosemite Sam.
And all this week will be all your 70 Sam cartoons, openings and closings.
Okay.
And the next...
I look forward to seeing Yosemite Sam take that rabbit.
And what's your favorite Yosemite Sam cartoon?
I like them all.
Yep, the ones that are allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, because there are some that are still not in the public domain.
But a lot of Looney Tunes was from the early 40s on the public domain.
Mm-hmm.
So in a lot of public domain videos and DVDs. Lately, more post 1948 sorts are being on YouTube. I upload those, but I don't want. I usually upload the cartoons that the two black bars on the sides. I need to get rid of the two black bars on the sides on my premieres now. Originally, I used my iPad to upload premieres. Now because I download from a variety of websites and upload them in much better quality. Yep.
Very nice.
And much better quality. So, guys, subscribe and hit the you gotta hit the notification bell.
All right. Very nice. Okay. Danny. Would you like to promote your channel?
Yeah, sorry.
That's
So,
all right.
you caught me eating. So usually Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm on. Well, my channel and the Salty Trekker we simulcast. We're reviewing. It's my first watch of Battlestar Galactica. Apparently the reboot, not the. I guess there was one in the 70s.
Right.
I haven't seen any of them. So tomorrow at 3 Pacific, we're going to be reviewing the episode Water, which I believe is episode 2 of the series proper, season 1. And then Sundays, I do a wrestling show called Dork Side of the Ring on Pop Culture Minefield. And that's at 11 a.m. Pacific. So, thank you. That's it.
Not a problem. Thank you for hopping on, Danny. Really appreciate it.
Oh,
yeah. How's that Dork Side going? That Dork Side of the Ring.
Do what?
How is the Dork Side of the Ring doing for you?
Well, I thought it was doing great. I had to take this past Sunday off for the first time ever. And instead of like covering me, like they just canceled the show, and I think I'm in trouble now. So we'll figure it out. But
Okay.
I'll keep doing it on my channel at the very least.
Trouble never.
All right, Crit.
Well, what do I have coming up? Well, I have my new What If series. Part 2 that also Cash Money is involved with. He's part of the writing team. We have Ahsoka Tano joining Darth Maul, and in part 2 she goes and does she commits cold-blooded murder. So that will be coming up on part 2 of the What If series. Of course, the big movie we have coming out in a couple weeks. I mentioned I will be doing a screening of that on my day off. What else? I mean, that's. I had some streams planned. I'll have to do those on either Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
I've been streaming Jedi Survivor, and I did ask Baron. I'm waiting for Paul to return from ICC, and of course, you and Cash are always welcome. But we're gonna have the Batman. I think I'm gonna cover Bats 89 in time for the Flash. And I have a restored copy of the original 4K print, pristine and in its original colors. Yes.
Wow.
And also all the movie mistakes are corrected, like the paintings in the art room. So a very rare print, or whatever it is. It's probably the best Bat 89 look. So I will be streaming that. Probably next week. I'm waiting for a certain master to return from his trip because he wanted to be involved in the stream. But I'm not going to depend on people. So if he's a no-show, then he's a no-show. Yeah.
Haven't seen it none yet.
What?
Or this will be the first time. Will this be the?
You were breaking up a little bit, Baron.
Oh, my apologies.
No, he's seen. Of course, I think he's seen it. I've told people Batman 89 is my favorite Batman movie, and I consider it the real Batman movie, not the. I like Christopher Nolan, but that's an action movie. That's not what I call a comic book movie per se. There's a distinction, but yeah.
And real quick, Crit, on that note,
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Yep, basically. So that's all I have on. That's all I have.
And I, for once, Crit, you and I have to agree 100% on that with the 89.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's my Batman.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more during the stream whenever it happens. So.
Yeah, keep me in the whole man. I love that movie.
Very nice. All right, Captain Fandom Nerd.
Yes, sir. You can find me on YouTube, Captain Fandom Nerd. I'm gonna be starting to do some streams, so just look for that.
Okay. And Baron.
Wah! Okay, of course you can catch me with Mike and Cash is around. Just keep Cash. Here with Pop Culture, Pop Talk with Pacific 414 and Wednesday. I do 24/7 Fusion Media's the Primetime Kings of Live Stream. That's Sundays at 5. That's with me. Of course, 24/7, the Tower of Power himself, the ever mysterious vigilante Williamson. And last but not least, coming in with a hot rod, it'll be you bomb tour of the Hollywood Nights. And I'm going to really try to pop on with Gary and Keith on Saturday. It's been a long time since I've talked with those guys, and I think I'm at a point where I can start doing a little bit more because a lot of the, like I said, shit done. I'll get to
Very nice.
I'll be getting to my shorts as soon as I can get the rest of my other computer that I do all my editing on.
Poppity pop.
I'm sorry.
Well, you were popping there a little bit, Baron.
A lot. More than a little bit.
Well, fine, be that way.
I was trying to be nice, Cash.
No.
Be yourself. Quit being nice. Be yourself.
That is part of who I am. And, all right, smart Alec, smart ass Chin.
That's right.
Come on, bro, buddy. What do you got?
Who got the Ben Affleck chin? Amazing. Anyways, no, I really do have a Ben Affleck chin, but that's beside the point. All right, so I don't know if we're going to do Broforce this week, but definitely there's going to be some more Final Fantasy 12, so look forward to that in a few days. This weekend, unfortunately, I won't really be around, but next week there'll be some more craziness going on the channel. And Mike and I are soon going to be working on a video to explain to people why easy mode on stream isn't the best idea. So look forward to that.
Can I be the moderator?
Very nice.
Can I add to that?
Yes, of course.
I haven't asked Cash and Phil yet, but I want to do a series review of the show Ted Lasso. We're about finished with the series, and this season has been mixed, and I really want to talk about it, but I'll say it's no Picard season 3. So,
well, Crit, speaking of Star Trek, I do have a recommendation. Because I don't know if you heard me say it earlier, but I do recommend Star Trek Resurgence. You want a game where you feel like you're actually playing through an actual genuine Star Trek episode? Resurgence is it.
Yes. Well, from the previews, to me, it looks like classic real Trek and not. There's no angle to it. It's the real deal. They tried to make it as early 2000s or 90s in way of Star Trek canon. So it looked that way. I haven't felt that way since I played, some Star Trek Online before they started incorporating the new Trek. So it's kind of enlightening to see at least there is something of resemblance to actual Star Trek that came out these last few years. So that game's it. That's the real deal. So
yeah. I highly recommend it whenever you get a chance to pick it up.
But I'm enjoying Final Fantasy 12 a lot. So
I don't play newer game systems.
Well, hold on, Brandon. Hold on. Everyone else is trying to promote their channels. Just wait one moment. Go
But
ahead, Cash.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we will be playing like Bro Force probably next week, and Mike and I will be beating up on Satan and Crit if he can join us that day, or Baron, maybe even Paul. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But for now, Final Fantasy some more this week. Final Fantasy 12. And then next week will be some more crazy stuff on the Phantom Hooligans. And not the Phantom Hooligans, which is funny because there is a channel called The Phantom Hooligans. It's just Phantom Hooligans.
Very nice. And last but not least is, well, me. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be celebrating the 46th anniversary of Star Wars.
Let's go.
Yes. Apion is going to be there. Baron is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I've asked Troy Pacelli to be there. He is confirmed. And I also asked Ryan from Legion Talk, along with Padawannabe, who was here earlier. So they will be there. We will talk about, Star Wars as it was. Some folks can give their experience, what it was like to see the original Star Wars in the theater when it was out in theaters back in 1977. And other members of the panel, myself, for example, will be talking about their experience watching it on TV for the first time before George Lucas decided to add some special unnecessary edits to the movie. So that's what's coming up for tomorrow. Now, this weekend, I don't have anything planned at the moment. I know at some point I want to get back to playing Star Trek Resurgence and, of course, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And another game, which I'll admit I've neglected it, is Scars Above. So at some point, I'll be streaming those games and maybe a few others that I've also neglected and haven't played for a while on stream. But that is what's coming up. Now, before we leave, I did say in my community post, I would probably mention some sports. More specifically, what's happening in the... So before I leave you, update. They are currently in the top of the 8th. The Mets currently have a runner at second. And the Cubs lead this ball game by a score of 4-2. And Marcus Stroman, surprisingly, is still pitching. So maybe David Ross will be smart and let him try to get a complete game as long as his pitch count is at a good range. And it currently is only 81 pitches into the 8th inning. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Not at all.
No. And as far as when the next episode of the box score is going to be, we'll see. I'm trying not to do the box score as much as I've done in the past because, quite frankly, MLB.TV costs far too much. And I have to wait for a free game to pop up, or if I decide to pay $25 for 1 month of games, then I'll be doing recaps, but I won't be doing them as much as I've done in the past. So that's the current score update, and there's one out in the top of the 8th, and the Mets do have a runner at third. As far as the scoring, it looks like Francisco Alvarez homered in the top of the 3rd, and that was a 2-run home run to give the Mets a 2-0 lead. And then in the bottom of the 3rd, Dansby Swanson hit a double on a line drive, and that went to Starling Marte, and Nico Horner scored. So that's good that the 1-2 tandem of Nico Horner and Dansby Swanson are contributing. And then Seiya Suzuki hit a double, and that drove in Dansby Swanson. And then it looks like the next time the Cubs scored was on a single by Mike Tauchman, and that scored Seiya Suzuki. So the Cubs had a 3-2 lead. And then the next run would come in the bottom of the sixth, thanks to a home run by Nico Horner, his third of this current season. And that was hit to left center. So that is the scoring update for the Cubs. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming by and watching, listening, lurking to this simulcast of PACIFIC414 Pop Talk, celebrating 400 subscribers here on the channel. And before I leave, I do want to thank everybody who had dropped by at some point. Early on, we had Whoopa Troopa. He may be a Cardinal fan, but you know what? He and I get along just fine.
Ow.
And then we had Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000. Thank you, Brandon, for being one of the first two people here and also hopping on the panel. I also want to thank Jet Sparks for being here. We had Alan Copeland here. Gap After Dark was here. DJ Ronnie G was here. Resolute Germ was here. We had Phil McCracken here. And of course, Orca Boy himself, Lord Crit. Low Spec Linux Laptop. Raquel, thank you for being in the chat and hopping on the panel.
Thanks for having me.
And Rocco the Brave was here as well. Keely Chow was Keely Chow is here as well. That's all right. That's all right. We also had a visit by Pops. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to Pops, subscribe to him. He's doing his Star Wars stream tomorrow as well. And he actually said tonight that he's going to be doing streams and videos all day tomorrow. So definitely check out his channel. He does great content on his channel. And, you know, the guy's been a great supporter of this channel. And I think that's one thing we all need when we're here on YouTube. We just need to support each other.
Indeed.
And of course, he will be with Pops tomorrow, and he will also be here on this channel for Star Wars Day. The Padawannabe. Thank you, Padawannabe. And we also had Lenrod here. Thank you, Lenrod. We also had a visit by John Rendell. And we had a visit by Stephen Ransom. Thank you, Stephen. And thank you to each and every one of you for being here. And Phil, you want me to end the stream on a, well, some might say on an asshole note. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for your games. I could, but I'm not going to do it. I see the games you're playing, Phil. The strings that you're pulling. Yeah, no, I ain't doing it. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Sparta Chris, I did not forget about you. Thank you, Sparta Chris. I'm just looking through to make sure I haven't forgotten about anybody. Because if somebody popped in, Jason was here. I've got to get his comment and highlight it. And of course, I want to thank the Dork Knight. Danny, thank you. Pleasure. And let me scroll up here. And already got Low Spec. Already got you.
Danny's a player that's popular for Star Wars.
And, I'm sorry, Brandon.
Man, it's probably the most popular month for Star Wars.
Well, I would say May 25th is, since that's the original day that the movie came out back in 1977.
Then May the 4th.
Yeah, there are people that celebrate May the 4th. I'm not gonna say bad things about them. I'm not gonna rain on their parade because you know what? Let them celebrate. Just like
there's Christmas and Orthodox Christmas. We're Orthodox Star Wars.
Yep. And I also want to thank Tripping Orc for being here. Like I said, I'm just scrolling through just to make sure I didn't forget about anybody.
Yeah, orcs.
And of course, Captain Phantom Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
This is just something I do for anybody who's new here to the channel. I try to make sure everybody is thanked.
And that is
And of course, Alan Copeland was here. Samuel the Infamous was also here. And I'm scrolling through. There's Jason.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Jason. And of course, I know I already mentioned him, but DJ Ronnie G. I think it's very important that you acknowledge your chat and you thank them that they were here, because not everybody has to be here. Everybody has their own schedules, their own things going on in their life. And for them to take even a moment of their time to come by the stream and say hello, that's greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Yep. I do really like hanging out with you.
Well, I think it's fun to hang out with everybody when they're available to come on. I mean, nobody's excuse me, nobody's forced to come on the channel, and I've said this before, nobody's obligated to watch any of the content here on the channel. But when you do, I appreciate it.
I'm here because I have no wife.
And thank you very much, Gap. Really appreciate it.
400. Man, cool.
You see what he put there? You're selling the indie article. Trust me, if we were, we'd probably be sleeping by now.
Man, 10-hour stream.
No, I've done an 8-hour stream before. But
Have you?
I've never done a 10-hour stream. Yeah. And by the time I was done, it's like, don't do those too many times. You don't have the stamina.
3 hours later.
Yeah, I know, Baron. I know. But I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here, watching on Baron Orman Tagge's Fandomology, watching on PACIFIC414. Make sure that you subscribe to everybody who was on the panel. Their links will be in the description on the PACIFIC414 side. Baron, if you want, I can copy and paste all of them and DM them to you if you want to put them down in your description.
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
Excuse me. But thank you very much. And I hope you all... I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Hold on.
Thank you so much for having us, dude. And happy 400 subscribers, man. Again.
400 plus subscribers.
Thank you. Yeah. I couldn't have done it without all of you. And I just want to thank you all very... it doesn't matter who has more, who has less. What matters is you come on here and you have fun, whether you're doing videos or live streams.
100% agree.
And
I don't really do live streams.
Well, you could always try it one day, Baron, and it might be something you actually enjoy. You never know. But to wrap up this stream and say thank you, I've greatly appreciated all the support. And always remember, I may be a baseball guy, but I'm an all-around guy. Take care, everyone.
Hey.